live anyway. Otherwise, if we're not live, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'll be so lost without my homies. But I think we're live, though. I think we are live.
You are. I see us. We're lighting.
Ladies and gents, it is wonderful to be back here tonight. Once again, one and all, to another fun-filled edition, as you already guessed it, the PokePod World Podcast, session number 147. There is a lot, Emmy, and I mean a lot that we're going to have to go through into discussing today. It is going to be filled to the brim with games, announcements, trailers, upcoming events, you name it.
Everything.
It's everything. It's everything plus more. But also, this is our first session of the month of June as well. So,
yes.
very important month as well for a lot of people. If I believe so myself.
Yeah, it's all birthdays.
A celebration. Yeah, we got somebody that we're going to be celebrating soon.
Yes.
Yeah, so, we're getting Capcom news coming up. We're getting some Sega Sonic things. Yes, the gays support you.
Yes, it's Pride Month.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Pride Month, happy Pride Month to those and to all who wish to celebrate and must continue to celebrate the lovely communities out there.
Please.
Yeah, please. But yes, so without further ado, let us get right into it. And also, for some reason, I think yours is turned off. I don't know why. So we'll turn yours on right now. There we go.
Hey, I think she's behind me. There you go.
No, she wasn't behind you. She was, for some reason, her thing was turned off. KG's mic sounds like an arena effect. I don't know how to fix that, buddy. Does it? Does it sound like it here in this call?
No, you sound fine.
Hi, Emmy.
Yeah, see, I sound fine. It's only lightning that's having that issue.
Hi, Emmy. Hi, Kevin.
Oh, I see how it is. Listen, I didn't do it, okay? I'm sorry.
What?
You did everything.
It wasn't my fault, damn it. I didn't mean to burn the house down.
I'm in the middle of something. What happened?
You're both in the middle of something and in the middle of us in the portraits as well. Good job, Emmy. Thank you for being
the mediator.
Our wall here.
Yeah, I'm the mediator. What's going on?
We won't talk about it.
You get to play the school counselor now.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just go be in my couch real quick. Just lie down and look up at the ceiling and talk about my experiences.
Okay.
I'll be the pastry chef. And 5 seconds later, the kitchen explodes.
Oops.
Oh my
I love how everybody's roles just swapped around right now. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, so first off, hello there, Polly. How have you been? How have you been?
I've been very good. So I wasn't around last week because I was spending... Oh, there goes an ad. But I was spending some nice time with my original Pokemon anime friends, one of which is DJ, if you OGs remember him. And it was awesome getting to see them after 3 years of not seeing them in person. And just getting to spend some time with them. We got an Airbnb. We obviously went to Anime Boston, and that was awesome. Also seeing some of our other friends there. And, I don't know if you guys saw, from last time I was on here, I was styling my wig, and I was Burgundy. And my friend Natalie was Harley, and yes, we went as a package deal to Anime Boston one of the days as Burgundy and Harley. And we tried seeing how many people would recognize us. So we actually took we on a notes app, we took a tally of how many, I think I got 4.
Oh, so there were people who actually didn't know who you were dressed as?
I was expecting nothing. I was expecting, my expectations were below the ground. Nobody actually said the word Burgundy, or the name Burgundy. They were like, hey, I noticed... They knew I had a Duot attached to my shoulder. I attached it with the safety pins, a little Duot plush. Mm-hmm. So they knew I was from Pokemon. They were like, hey, I think I know you. I think I remember your character. And I was like, did you watch the black and white season of... Oh my god, I had to explain it. But I was surprised because a lot of people wound up recognizing Natalie. And some of them even said, oh my gosh, Harley. is that Harley? Yo, is that Harley from some people even said the word AG. Where there's one person saying, "Oh my gosh, AG was my favorite generation." And it's like us, like we don't expect the normals to come out and say like words like.
Yeah, no. That is the weebless folks to not come out and say it like that.
The casuals to come out and say and use lingo such as AG. So that was really cool. So Natalie got recognized about, I'd say, 16 times. I don't know, I have the app. We did it by cactus emoji and grape emoji.
Nice.
So she got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 18.5.
Wait, what?
The 0.5 is because some people thought she was just a regular cacturn.
Oh.
Like one of those, like,
okay,
human...
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, that was really cool. Sorry to ramble about that.
No,
but it was
hell no. Don't worry about that, buddy. You're all good.
It was like the highlight, honestly, it was the highlight of my, I don't want to say the year, because I did love I can't really, I'm not going to compare, like, my meetups with, but it was very, very special for me, because, again, like, this is my, like, original group of Poke friends back from the Tumblr days, and I hadn't seen them in so long. Like, I haven't seen DJ since, I was going to say since Worlds, but, I
think you went to Boston after that, didn't you? At least one more time? If I remember?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm getting mixed up between 2018 and 2019.
Yeah, no, don't worry. When the pandemic, it just mushes everything all together.
I don't remember the last 2 years. They feel like the same year.
Yeah, we're still in March, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Cosmic. Gosh. Much appreciated, buddy, for the subscription at Tier 1. You are incredible. And to everybody out here tuning tonight, you guys rock. Thank you all for your support. We got a lot to address, but Polly, the most important thing, I'm glad you had a fun time. At the end of the day, that's the most important bit right there. To finally reunite again like that has to be incredible, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. Could you show them the one? I'll say one last thing about
if you could gladly send me the pics, I'll gladly put them here.
They're in the meme posts.
Oh, are they all in meme posts? Let me see. Hold up a second.
A couple of you scroll up one.
Oh, okay,
no, because basically, but I had to get the backstory on it. DJ and I, while we were going around the con, and even like some days afterwards, we kept seeing things that reminded us of you.
Oh my god.
KG. And like, it was like one after the other. Like, DJ would say, there's another thing. There's another thing. There's like Prestige on the manga section. There's the Beeg poster. The goose with the thing.
Peace was never an option.
I don't know. I wish I could credit the artist. I really don't remember what booth that was from. But it looked like Ruby. Like, we looked down.
That is straight up Ruby, even to the tail, too. I'm so shocked by this.
So all of that stuff was at the con. The last one in the upper right corner is when we went axe throwing. Yes, we went axe throwing one day. And we saw carved into the wood was KG.
Oh my god.
So we're like, he's everywhere. He's watching.
At last, finally, the tables have turned, Polly. You're no longer the only one peeping on you.
Instead of me. Instead of me stalking you.
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Good lord, man.
So you were there in spirit.
I'm glad.
But
I hope somebody bought that little raccoon fox looking thing, though. I want the bootleg version of Ruby so bad.
Oh my gosh.
I was tempted to buy you because the Beeg had like keychains at that booth of like just the Yoshi, like chunky Yoshi.
Yeah, chunky Yoshi.
But I was like, I don't know, does Kevin like collect keychains?
Oh, I have a bunch of them. But since I don't keep them in my keys, I normally keep them in the background. There's like a keychain wall that has all the keychains I've collected thus far. But it never shows on stream because it happens to be on the right side of the monitor. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so hey, listen, if maybe we'll see them again in ANYC later this year, no?
Yes, maybe that booth will be there.
Exactly, or maybe that person with the Ruby drawing that looks so much like Ruby will be there. I also got to make sure to actually get you guys the sweaters before we meet up there. because I want everybody to wear the sweater at one point. The Pokeball shirt. I'm specifically talking about that one. I think that'll be great. Speaking about the merch as well, for those who might not know, yes, we do indeed have some merch available. If you go down to the About section, you can actually click on the merch button and it'll bring you guys to the PokePod world.creator-spring.com site. So you can go and check out some of the sick merch we got going on over there for our fellow homies. And personally, my favorite one is still going to be the sweater of the PokePod World with the ball on it. Highly recommend that one. I think that one's my favorite design overall. Credits to Doodlelots for that one.
So good.
Yeah, but don't worry, chat. We'll be adding more of those in the distant future in regards to designs. Still playing around with the designs of those, so we'll see how things will play out for that. You should archive your work, KG. Make it a KG Prestige Archives. I mean, we have a VODs channel. I guess that works in some way, shape, or form now. But yeah, so any other little shenanigans you found yourselves in, Polydel, in the convention?
Not really. Honestly, it was a very... Usually Anime Boston takes place Easter weekend. I don't really know why. It's just always been that way. So
I mean, I'm glad. If it was in the middle of the week, I'd be so mad.
Yeah, I was going to say, because of the Backstreet Boys thing, this was the credit we all got from what was supposed to be Anime Boston 2020. So we all, like, what we paid for was for 2020, but because we just were allowed to, not like, I mean, we still technically paid for it, but it was like free to us this year because of that. I don't know how else to, like, we basically just got the credit the same way you get like an airline credit, like, and I don't know.
So basically, you were, what was supposed to be last year's you got for this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, like,
yeah.
Canceled 2 years in a row. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then it was Memorial Day weekend, so it was really cool. And we, like I said, we got an Airbnb like right by the beach in Massachusetts, and it was just a really nice weekend. It's like usually because it's Easter weekend, we kind of have to always rush around, at least for Anime Boston. We have to kind of rush around, and then everybody winds up flying home on the Sunday. You can't really fully enjoy the last day of the con. But this time we were able to do that and able to like stick around for like the AMV awards ceremony, and then you know, we got to pepper in some stuff that wasn't con related, which is just really nice to do different things and just spend time with each other outside of that. Like I said, we did the axe throwing. We had a beach day on Memorial Day. What did we do? We went to this like level 99, which is kind of like, I'd say like this mini escape room sort of place. We did something else. I can't remember.
You did a sequel to the mini escape room like what we did with the others back in April.
Oh yeah, so it was pretty much.
I don't know why I imagined Polly threw an axe right, and it never hit its target.
No, it hit the KG. I guarantee.
No, guys, let me finish. She throws the axe, and it never hit its target. It never actually hit anything. We're just like, where'd it go? And she's like, who knows? Yeah, and then like all of a sudden, y'all hear some.
Y'all hear something?
I did it a few times. We actually all faced off against it. There was one time I faced it. DJ was really good. He was the best. He got like a lot of
shit! No.
I don't know if I should be concerned about that or impressed.
I don't know. Does he have as good as a chancla aim though? That's the real question.
In your in the sequel to what is it, Doki Doki Literature Club, you just have to show him as Yuri with an axe this time.
Oh my god.
DJ, I imagine DJ puts like a curve into it.
Yeah, like how the hell did you curve an axe?
Hey, he figured it out.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great. And Tyrone actually, you gave us a surprise appearance. You called us one of the nights, and we had a fun little phone call, and that was fun.
Yeah, that was me temporarily being in Boston for a while, virtually.
Yeah. In New York and in Boston, Tyrone always shows up, even when he's not there.
I always make a virtual appearance.
Yeah, but
yeah, I think I might join you. I think I might join you guys the next time you go to Boston.
That would be very fun. It's like I said, it's one of my favorite conventions. I like it better than AMYC. That's just the T. I just like the way it's structured better. They've been doing it obviously longer, so they kind of know what they're doing. It's like I'm not trying to shade Anime NYC. You know, they're still getting on their feet, but I think they have a lot of potential to make it as more structured, I'd say, as Anime Boston is. But yeah, definitely. Highly recommend.
Nice.
Glad you had fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you guys. I missed you all last week. Trey was here, right?
Yeah, Trayman
Yes.
won.
Trey won. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, we had a pretty decent discussion about things that were going on. And how long did you guys stay in Boston?
Well, they stayed a full week. I went from the Thursday to a Tuesday.
Gotcha.
So like
Nice.
5 or 6 days, yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
And which celebrities did you meet?
I didn't really meet any this time around. That's to be honest, I usually meet like celebrities or quote unquote like either at Comic-Con or at Anime NYC. I guess like they just kind of show up there more often. There's somebody that my friend wanted to meet, but then he like I forget what his name was, Robbie Damon? I don't know. He like canceled the last second. I think because of the Backstreet Boys, a lot of people, I don't know if they backed out or they just you know.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Unlike you with Sean Schemmel and there's that whole story.
Well, for him, it was because he was working those booths. So I think that's exactly how he was able to contribute to a lot of those conversations. Which, if you guys haven't had the opportunity to listen to his commentary on that sort of stuff, chat, you can watch the Sonic playthrough we did a while ago with the Roblox game, and he went all into detail on that. If you would like to hear his piece of the story there. Great shit,
that was
though.
Yeah, and it's always interesting, just in a lot of cons, where like just to be surrounded in like the culture, like everybody, it actually amazes me to think of what cons probably used to be, because I'm sure everybody here has agreed that we all love going to conventions, anime conventions, video game conventions, whatever have you, but like obviously when I was younger and I didn't get to attend these events, they were really small, because back then when we were younger, being a nerd was like was a low key thing. That was something you keep in the privacy of your own home. You couldn't be an open nerd unless you were amongst fellow nerds. And then it was one of those underground, you had to figure out situations like, oh, are you a nerd too? I spotted your Pokemon lunchbox a while back. Yeah, or like somebody would see like a Dragon Ball wallet, like, hey, you fucks with Dragon Ball. So you'd have to figure it out like that. So these cons would be like very small. They would take up like only a few rooms in a hotel, or they would be like one small little auditorium, like a gym or some shit. And now they're like taking up entire halls and hotels, and like entire auditoriums are being shut down for 3 days. I mean, obviously Wizards World and Comic-Con were the big, like those were the big ones even back then. So nerd culture was a plentiful back then, but it was mostly relegated to like Star Wars and Star Trek and, you know, that field. And yeah, so like just sci-fi stuff and maybe some RPG stuff if you were able to sneak it in, like the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. And nowadays we got all of that plus the anime stuff. The K-pop somehow found a way to sneak its way in there.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah! Oh no! Okay, if you go to an anime convention or a video game, if you go to a nerd convention, K-pop is there. It got in. Yeah, it's
Okay.
there amongst. Well, I think what it is starting to become. It's mostly just become an Asian culture.
Yeah, that's fair.
Eastern culture meeting Western culture. That's pretty much all it is. To the point where if like people are widely accepted, yeah, hey, if it's from another country and it's widely popular with geeks or nerds or just widely popular in general, it's gonna find its way in there. I even remember looking at the meme where people say when a girl studies K-pop all her life and a guy watches anime all her life, and the teacher asks to explain Asian culture, and both the kids get up and stare at each other. Yeah,
It's a duel.
yeah, it's one of those situations. Like it's very amazing to see how the world has changed and evolved over the course of like, oh my God, Blackpink in your area, let's go, Blackpink. Yeah. Oh, I know a little something. All right. What, you didn't know I fucks with the K-pop?
I know some K-pop too.
I got an ITZY album in the back. What the fuck you mean?
I had a coworker who
I know about BTS.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's. Go ahead, Polly.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say, in addition to K-pop, the idol phenomenon is really
That too.
It's
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
even
the
first year that I was at Anime Boston, I don't remember actually. I remember they had just started, or the second year, I'm sorry, that I was at Anime Boston. They had just started this idol showcase, where like because Love Live had this like giant boom of popularity, and then they went into Bandori, or people also know as Bang Dream. I think that they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Just like general other idol series.
I like Dill Pickle. Weeb shit. Yes, weeb shit.
Yes, exactly. So they had the opportunity for idol groups, which kind of like started popping up, like in the Western Hemisphere. To go and like sing, quote unquote, aka lip sync, and then dance either to their own stuff or to covers of Love Live songs or what have you. So that's also been like a big thing in recent years with cons. But I also noticed it's the same thing with Comic-Con. Like there's always a year, there's always like one thing that you see everyone cosplaying like a certain year. Like one year it was like there's like 80 Todorokis. At New York Comic Con another year it was all like Harley Quinns. And like we would count the Harley Quinns.
Yeah, I remember all the Kiritos from fucking Sword Art Online.
Or the Tanjiros like were like heavy in 2019.
The Attack on Titans uniforms back in 2011.
Yeah, this time a lot of Spy Family.
Yeah, let's go. I was just about to ask.
There's a lot of Spy Family.
Yeah, one person, she did it with her daughter. Like her daughter was Anya, and then like she was Yeah,
I will say Spy Family is probably one of the most wholesome cosplays too, because like it usually is just complete with a boyfriend, a girlfriend, and their little kid or whatever, or a husband, wife, and their little kid. Yeah, so it's good to see those. It's good to see that. It's almost like when I saw people cosplay as Goku, Chi-Chi, and their baby was Gohan.
Aww.
Yeah.
I once saw a Jesse and James as mom and dad, and then the kid was, I think it was Pikachu and Meowth were the two kids, I believe.
Oh,
yes.
Or like the baby's Meowth and it's holding like a Pikachu plushie.
Yeah.
I think so. I can't remember. I can't remember if there was one kid holding a plushie or there were two kids and they were Pikachu and Meowth.
Oh, that's so cute. Yo, it's canon.
This really does go to show how much a culture has flipped, because again, I don't know if you guys were in this age range, but like being a nerd was like a low key thing, like really low key. Like you would have to just be lucky enough to have friends who associate with you about it, or you have to just like talk about it and hope somebody else picks up on it. Because I always remember I would bring like a Game Boy or whatever to school, or bring like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or whatever. And then like at a certain age when I brought them, people are going, "You still playing that kid shit?" And I'm just like, "What? But I like this." So I couldn't bring them back anymore, or people would make fun of you and be like, "This man still plays Pokemon." I'm just like, but Pokemon. Like,
right.
But Pokemon. And then what hurts more, I guess, is when you grow up and you see all these people with Pokemon shirts and Dragon Ball Z shirts that are like in their 20s and 30s. You were the one that fucking what?
Yeah, it's like now it's just switched completely.
It feels like that episode of Ed, Edd and Eddy. I don't know if you remember. It's the one where Ed and WD, they were trying to like copy they were doing the trends, and they were always one trend behind. So then finally it came back around, and the kids in the cul-de-sac were wearing the first trend that Ed, Edd and Eddy started. But since they're not wearing it, by the time they switched back to wear the old trend outfit, it was out of style. Like it was one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say for me, like in elementary school, it was like that, like where I had to like hide, cause like no one liked Pokemon, so I was kind of just like watching the anime in the background, just being like, okay, I guess I'll just talk to myself about the episodes. It's fine. I'll just review the episodes to myself.
Exactly. Yeah, I would like, I would talk about the episode, and people would be like scratching their heads, like, "What are you talking about? Nobody's still watching that show." I'm like,
Yeah, that's why I know all the Disney stuff, is because that's what people were watching. So I'm like, fine, I'll watch all the Disney Channel original shows. Fine.
Right.
Which were good too, but like still, like I wanted to talk about Pokemon.
I don't know if it was like this in Canada, Emmy, but even in America, like parents would get disappointed at you for still watching what they dub cartoons. And I'm like, it's anime. You don't understand. Like,
it's not
I
a
got
phase,
into it in
Mom.
such a weird time period. Like, it was right in the middle of Diamond and Pearl. And I was 13, or I think I just turned 14 years old. So it's like, I wasn't a kid, but I wasn't an adult either. And I was like, it was that time where, like, it should have been, like, not cool for me. Like, I didn't really talk about it too much in 8th grade. Then in high school, I was, like, with the art kids. And, like, I kind of low-key found out they liked it. Because the Heart Gold and Soul Silver was coming out that year. So when that came out, we all used to, like, go around gym class with our
walkers.
Poke walkers. Yeah, the Poke walkers. I stole it from Brother Whirl, and I brought it to school, to gym class. So like, because we didn't want to play ball and like get hit in the head with volleyball. So outside, so we
don't want to get hit in the head with volleyballs.
Yeah. It's like increasingly, like each year I became increasingly less embarrassed to talk about it. Because by the time I reached college, that's when XY just started. And everybody was just very kind of gung-ho about XY. And I don't know, I just met people. It's like college is different from high school. It's like nobody really cares, to be honest. Yeah.
Honestly, I felt that in high school too, with like the nobody cares thing. It's like, at least for me, that's what I felt like, especially like when I was nearing like graduation and stuff. Like I was like more confident in terms of what I liked everything. I didn't feel like I had to hide or anything. And then especially in college too, where I was just like, I'm just Emmy.
Yeah, I think and so that's the nice way. Emmy said the nice version of what happened to me. The version that happened to me was I grew up and realized, wait a minute. Fuck them, that's right. I forgot. How could I possibly forget? Fuck them. That's right. I can completely disregard their fucking opinions. I have the power to do that. That's right. I paid money for this shit. Fuck them.
I mean, to be fair too, like not having like a little community at first is also what led me here. So I think it worked out.
Of course. It really comes back around, and like I think it's also just because of the nostalgia wave. Like even at this day and age, I think what people are doing now is that they're more accepting of Pokemon and Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh and nerd stuff. They're acceptable to it now because it's a safe cushion to help remind them that they're not getting old. They are, but it's a nice. But hope is a comfortable pillow, and that nostalgia right now is a Sobakawa cushion right now. So and that's pretty much I think was what people are falling back on now. Is like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh was back in the day. Like I have no problem going to people now and being like, yo, look what I cosplayed, and they'll be like, that shit's cool. I remember that when I was fucking 8.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, I forgot to mention that Natalie was like the MVP of because she cosplayed Merrick Ishtar. the day before we did Harley and Burgundy, and she got like, I think we counted like 40 something, maybe even more people wanting to take pictures of like every 5 seconds, like somebody would stop us, say, oh my gosh, is that Merrick Ishtar? Can I have a picture?
I told Natalie that her Merrick and my Yugi gotta meet because I'll cosplay Yugi a bunch of times. We have to meet. We have to have this moment.
We were considering a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cosplay?
Like a group. Yeah. I would do Duke Devlin because I.
Oh, Duke! Yeah, you know what? I can see it. Yeah, out of all the people,
we just need to have sexy back playing in the background. Then version.
Oh yeah, just get the music in there.
Whenever she speaks, just get the radio tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, oh man, I need to do some touch-ups on my Yugi cosplay so that it looks better. And I've been working out so the Yugi cosplay is gonna look fresh. I can't. I told Natalie we need to make this happen. If I go to Boston, she's got to do that Merrick cosplay again so I can do Yugi.
She probably will. If I do Duke, she'll absolutely.
Yeah. I can't wait. We need that to happen. That has to come to fruition.
Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad to hear everyone's story on the whole world of cosplays and just the genre of fan content that originated from back then to now.
You're not getting out of this. What are you cosplaying to? What are you gonna cosplay?
What do you want me to cosplay as?
NYC's coming up. You better find a way to make Ruby a fucking.
Well, I did say I was gonna give Ruby a human form, so I need to give him an alternate form first before I work on anything.
Oh my god!
No, I still want to. Like legitimately, if I could legitimately get Ruby to become a human character, keep all the features intact and even the floof, I will be a very happy lad, and then I will transition that into a NYC cosplay to use for the event.
All right. So
that ain't happening this year. We're so close, damn it.
An idea just popped up. So since we're gonna be there before the actual con, we need to gather up at a store, like a costume store or whatever. We need to make cosplays on a budget. Let's go.
Now I'm gonna start saving this shit right now. I'm gonna have $3,000 set to the side already. I'm Gucci. I'm gonna spend that money for that cosplay.
Yeah, we'll save some money for cosplays on a budget. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Nah, but sincerely, I just need to get a idea for Ruby as a human design before I decide to move to the next step, and then probably talk with Sergi about that to see how things will go out for that one. So. Yeah,
I'm thinking like a pink, white, and black vest with a white T-shirt, and then
a fluffy one too.
And then those fluffy and they have the little fluffy cat ears or dog ears or whatever as the headband.
You know, I might legitimately draw this just to kind of get the basis behind it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay. Do you know, like, when people go to Disneyland and they, like, I think it's called Disney bounding? I think that's what it's called, where they just, like, they match the colors to whatever they're trying to, quote-unquote, like, cosplay as, I guess you could say. It's not really cosplay, but it's cosplay at the same time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be the same for Ruby. Like, where you're just, like, matching the colors and also, like, just the texture and stuff of, like, what you're going for.
And my avatar is real easy to make. The challenge for me would just be the TG3 hat. That's all. I can get that custom made, but...
Bro, I have my outfit. My outfit I have. And the bow. So it kind of worked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we just gonna be out here, PokePod and a cosplay at NYC.
We dressed up as ourselves.
Yeah, just dress up as the actual designs of your characters, and which is gonna be impossible for me, but I'll do my best for my variation. Unless I somehow transform into it, then I don't see it happening anytime soon. And then even then, I still can't get inside because no pets allowed. Damn it.
I know Polly said that Natalie was the MVP of cosplays, but Burgundy and Harley was killing it. That picture's lit.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Natalie's like my cosplay partner. We always wind up doing. I think every single time we wound up matching something.
Nice.
But this is the first time we did Pokemon.
Hell yeah. Did you? I think you did Team Aqua at one point, didn't you?
I did. I've done that. I've only done those on my own.
KG, if you want, I could do some rough sketches for Ruby. Hey, if you got some rough sketches, let me see so I can get some inspiration from that too.
You still got that Team
Aqua? Or anybody for that matter.
Because if you do I was gonna say if you do, I'll roll up.
My Team Aqua thing is the only cosplay that's not here because it fell apart in the rain.
Damn, I was gonna say if you still have that Team Aqua, I was gonna be a Team Rocket. I still got that Team Rocket Giovanni outfit that I did a while back.
Oh, I mean, I do have my Team Rocket.
Yeah, there we go.
I've done Team Rocket, Team Skull, Team Aqua, Team Magma, and recently Team Galactic. That was this year.
Nice.
At Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, because they got the bowl cuts.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that. Oh, you know what? I think Team Galactic is weirdly easier to cosplay than it should be, shouldn't it?
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you, Cosmic, for the gifties.
Let's get it.
You got the gifties hype.
I love Cosmic.
I feel like all you have to do. We love you, Cosmic. I feel like what you have to do for Team Galactic is just go to an '80s wig shop.
Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I
mean,
because that's what it is. It's the '80s.
Spotting the wig.
Yeah, it's the '80s.
I went to the con and I actually had to cut the bangs, but it was easy. I just cut straight across.
Okay.
Folly, what the hell is that, buddy?
Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's
horrible.
it. That's what it is.
Actually, Emmy, isn't this what they did to you the other day with Pikachu?
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, listen, if we're talking about mine, I'm dragging your ass with me, buddy.
Oh, fine, alright.
What happened?
Okay, so you see what happened in general on the Discord?
I see it.
So Emmy got the same treatment as well, where they literally slapped Emmy's face into a Pikachu.
Pikachu. Yeah.
So you see like this big sized Emmy head and then like this little puny Pikachu, and it just does not work, but it has me in tears.
It's so cursed because it's in the thread that's called Emmy is a supportive sister. And I'm like, in what world is that supportive?
Operation Traumatize is in full effect.
Join the JPR Discord. It's pretty fun. Or the Champions World. Join that. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful server.
Check back.
Oh man. Wasn't a Emmy a Pikachu to begin with? Yes.
Yeah, I am, but that's cursed.
Yeah, the only thing that Emmy was actually now that I think about it, you need the Pikachu ears at this point. It theoretically turned into from a Pikachu to this.
I have a hat, like I have a Pikachu hat, so I could just wear that.
There you go. Okay, there you go. Cosplay complete.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, who is this person? Puts hat on. It's Emmy. Good lord. All right.
I can't find it.
With that being said, what do you guys say we move on into some of the topics for tonight? Because we got a lot to talk about. There it is.
Boy, do we have a lot. Also, Emmy, don't get a Twitter. We have to say that again. Twitter just caught on fire.
Oh no!
For what thing in particular? Because I saw another one, the one I mentioned on Messenger earlier today. Because that shit had me like, was I still sleeping? Like, what the fuck did I just read? Kind of situation.
Look who it is.
I ain't gonna bring it up. It's pointless, basically. But I was thinking that was the one you were trying to refer to, Tyrone. Or was it
no. It's the fact that I became Twitter famous in over 2 days.
You did? Yeah. Wow.
No.
Well, first of all, Tyrone, did you get a sponsorship for the very lewd products like I did?
What?
What the fuck?
You never sold a vibrator or those weird flashing neon lights that they hang onto the ceiling?
What the fuck is happening?
You never got paid for that?
It's the first time I've ever heard you utter that word.
Okay, to explain, there are two tiers of fame. There's the tier of fame of getting all of the likes and retweets and all that, which congratulations on that part. But there's the second tier where it gets so high up that people will come in and ask for you for sponsorships by literally just typing a reply in that tweet of yours, sponsoring their set items.
You know what? That's making a lot of assumptions that I read all the replies on that tweet.
No, I meant they DM you these things.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so they pay you. I got paid a couple of bucks for that. Yeah, I did sell vibrators. Thanks.
AG sells vibrators on the side. See, there's a dark side to KG that y'all don't know about. While y'all asleep, he be whipping pot. Like,
oh my god.
I mean, we have this lore that I'm part of the mafia, so I mean, there's that.
I just see him unboxing one, and he's like,
No.
I'm unboxing. So I got this little stuff here for today. Let me just show it off.
all right. So for today's review, this buddy spins.
Oh my god.
I hate this.
Let's test this. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So AG tests out the sex toys, but he has no idea what they're for. So he's like, and you can use this one for whatever you're doing.
They feel good on the hand. I'll say that.
Oh my.
Meanwhile, like, step aside, KG. Let a master pervert say him talk about this.
Oh my God.
We're into some asshole shit, right? Well, this one gets right up in your urethra.
Oh, shit, buddy.
How are we supposed to transition?
Okay, let's transition.
Never getting a Twitter.
Okay, never get a Twitter. I mean, if you ever get Twitter famous, you're going to have to suffer through that lore.
Okay.
Never do. But
This
yeah,
was so long it tickles your kidneys.
even Zach, our buddy Lumia Zach out here in the Twitch chat saying Tyrone finally became Twitter famous and viral.
I did. What the fuck? And okay, let me tell y'all the story of how this all started. I woke up from a nap.
Wow.
I literally, bro, I believe it was on Saturday. Yeah, I woke up from a nap because, I don't know, I was just tired. I woke up early, so I think my body's like, you're not supposed to wake up this early, correct the mistake. So I went to sleep, I took a nap, and then I woke up like an hour and a half later. And when I woke up, I saw I saw a little picture of Scarlet and Violet, and I looked really hard at the fucking box art. And I went, wait a second. And then I just started looking at all the box arts from the other Pokemon, and I got really observant. And I was just like, wait a second. And every box art in the order that they're listed, by the way, all the Pokemon are either facing the same direction, looking at you, or looking, the same direction, looking at you, or looking at each other. They're never looking opposing to each other. Like, you never run into a situation where they're looking the opposite directions. And then I pointed out the second tweet too, under that, the reply. I went, yes, I understand Gold and Silver looks a little awkward, but Lugia is looking downward left, and Ho-Oh is also looking downward left. I'm not sure what they're looking at that's on the ground, but they both are looking at it. So when I posted that, I thought it was going to be just like 20, 40 people go, that's kind of neat. No, to this day, and it's still rising, 8,547 motherfucking likes, 129 quote retweets, and 704 fucking retweets, and a Phoenix Wright GIF meme.
There's something so special about seeing Tyrone gush about something positive for once on Twitter.com. Right? Because almost every single goddamn time we always have to worry about you. And to finally see you get a moment of happiness, bro, is such heartwarming in my heart.
Look,
Twitter's a good
overprotective friend mode.
And so there's a lot of people going right now like, oh, I don't understand why you're making a big fucking deal out of it. In the tweet, I literally say this. This is verbatim. So I don't know if this is an important detail. I'm no Pokemon conspiracy theorist. I noticed this is the first Pokemon box art where the mascots are looking away from each other instead of looking at each other or the same direction. Again, make of this as you will. So it's very clear. I'm not even invested in my own fucking tweet. I'm like halfway in this motherfucker going, that looks kind of weird, doesn't it? And I wasn't even pointing out like a conspiracy for real. I just noticed it happen. And it was an art thing that I noticed. Because I pay attention to art a lot. Like, whenever I look at anything, I pay attention to the artwork a lot. Because it gives us an idea of what we're looking at and why it is drawn the way it is. Because artists have creative reasons for doing all sorts of shit. Whether it be minute or super detail. Like, for example, Pikachu and Eevee, while all the other Pokemon are looking in a direction, Pikachu and Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are just staring at you. Staring at your fucking soul. And then I do a follow-up tweet where I put under the replies, I said, oh, and on a weird note, Arceus doesn't even show up in his own fucking game. And that got 667 likes. So it's just so weird. And that's not even the end of it. To this day, it's still, as of now, I just said I said 8,547 likes. Now it's at 805,000. It's at 8,550. It increased 3 in the moment of us just talking. It's still going up.
All the way up. Yeah.
I'm wondering will it make it to 10,000? I will lose my fucking mind if it makes it to 10,000. I put it in the chat just in case anybody hasn't seen the damn tweet. And there's a Phoenix Wright reply to it where somebody made an entire Phoenix Wright video of like the characters saying the same thing I said in the tweet, and then other people replying to it in an argument, and like it's just like a whole thing now. I'm like, I'm kind of scared Junichi Matsuda's gonna be like, take this down immediately.
Well, he won't have to bother you no more because he's no longer working with the Pokemans company.
Game Freak DMs me, shut this down immediately.
Yeah.
He's on to us.
Yeah, actually, speaking about Pokemons and Junichi Masuda's, what do you guys say we go and start talking about that? Because I realized we only got 15 minutes before the review, but honestly, nobody's going to really say much about the review of the episode anyway, so I think we have an hour.
Yeah, the reaction kind of kicked that episode's ass, but yeah.
Yeah, and also the preview for the episode is also...
Also, I gotta tell Polly shit anyway, so...
Damn, I actually did my homework and watched it. Am I the only person who liked this episode?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think so.
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I love Gary.
Oh, you like it because of Gary.
I know.
I said it.
Yeah, Emmy said it. Yeah. It's like, nah,
Exactly.
bro. You didn't give a fuck about the story. You just saw Gary and you were like, yay. Also, by the way, I need you for next Saturday's roundtable.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, the
All
Saturday
right,
coming up. Yeah. Go ahead.
There's something hilarious about just being like, yeah, I'm going to need to drag your ass over here. You're okay? Okay.
Because it's Team Rocket related.
No, I get it. I'm just saying it's just funny as hell for me. But all right, let's get to it. Yeah, just drag the ass over there. All right, so what do you guys say? We get into it? Let's begin with our first main discussion, and that is going to be the recently released trailer for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games coming out sometime later this year. I believe we got an official release date for that, and that is going to be on November. I don't remember what date. Is it 19?
Do you remember?
It's 18th, actually.
I just said 18th.
You said 19th in my ears.
No, I just said 18th.
Did he say 18th or 19th?
Yeah, he said 18th.
18th? What?
I swear I heard 19.
It's the 18th.
It was 19 in my ears.
I'm gonna fucking tell you, it's 18.
It's 18, yes.
Wait,
my
no,
God.
it is because that's the first day of Anime NYC is when it comes out.
Yes. Yeah. And then 2 days before that is my birthday.
Yes.
Yes, because my birthday always hits around Pokemon.
Yes.
And Anime NYC.
See, I probably even said I heard 19, and even Goggle Master says I heard 19.
What is this, the fucking dress is blue, the dress
thing?
is yellow shit? I said 18. The source. The fucking source.
You're going to have to look back up on this later, man.
Right.
I should know what I said.
The protagonist looking bad. You got that right, buddy. But don't worry. We got all these other side characters that makes it look great.
Yeah, I still love the Naruto opening where, you know, Naruto and the others are running through the forest and it says us running to the nearest dress shop the moment we start the game.
Yeah. Everyone looks good except the pro tags. I know, man.
Yeah.
Team MILF or Team DILF for folks out there, because y'all came out winning with this one. You guys got two hot as hell professors. Either or you can go for. But Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are the next main titles for the Pokemon franchise. We got a trailer earlier this year, but we didn't get to see much information in regards to that game since then. A lot of us just assumed that the game was never going to come out at this point or something happened in the background. But no, a couple of days ago, they released a trailer showcasing some brand new Pokemon, brand new world, brand new characters, and of course, the legendaries for this generation in a regular video, surprisingly. Not a presents, just a regular YouTube video. That's interesting to me personally.
Regular YouTubes.
So yeah, with that being said, let us take this opportunity to go and hear the opinions of those that have not gotten the chance to talk about it here during any of the podcast sessions we've had, such as the tripod, which you and I, Tyrone, have addressed our inputs on that. But for Emmy and for Polly, we have not heard their takes on this. So let's go and give it to them first, and then we'll carry on from there.
Yep.
So let me pass it on to Polly first. Polly, with Scarlet and Violet, now that we got the information thus far with the trailer and whatnot, what is your personal take on what you've seen thus far?
I am so excited for this game. I mean, it's funny because, well, not funny, but I have not finished Legends of Arceus yet, so I feel like it's kind of like whiplash for me, where I'm very excited for a new game, but I'm also just still, with school and everything going on, I have not really had time to fully process or complete Legends Arceus. So I want to do that first, definitely, before I dive into more news. Yeah, right? The trailer was awesome. I just wish we had the name of the region. That's all I would have really wanted.
Yeah, that's a surprise, isn't it?
Because I was present actually, and I actually on the during the NYC trip, I was telling Zach and some of the others that I was there for when Sword and Shield was first had the live the trailer. So I was there with a bunch of other fans waiting for it, and like obviously they gave so much information out of that first trailer. The name of the region, the name of all three starters came out right away, like everything. So it's interesting how they're kind of holding back on some of the most basic information, but I don't know, maybe that's just all part of the charm in anticipating like what it could be about. I mean, I know Kuro and like some other people were pointing out that like even the professors themselves, like it's kind of different this time around. They're not named after trees or flowers or whatnot. So this could be a very different concept, and especially pointing to the past and the future, I think could be really, really cool. Being, I'm not Spanish, but I am I'm Sicilian, so I'm not saying, because of that, like, I automatically relate to this game, but I see a lot of Mediterranean influence in addition to influence from Spain, such as Smoliv. So
it's pronounced Smoliv Garden. Thank you.
Yeah.
Smoliv Garden.
Hello, Smoliv Garden.
I'm sorry, but Italians don't recognize Smoliv Garden as a.
All right.
Smoliv Garden is sad.
I'm gonna make you cry, you bastard.
I know.
Anyway.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna cry anyway.
Lechonk is best boy or girl. I love Lechonk. I can't believe that's a name. It's just so cute.
I love it as well because for the Spanish audience, lechonk, if you just take out the K, it's lechon, which is, I believe, just roasted pork or roasted pig. You know, like those images you always see online where it's just like the pig with the apple in the mouth? Yeah, that's literally lechon.
I'm really starting to like how the modern age is getting into Pokemon names. Smoliv is spelled like small, like the meme version of small. It's SMLOL, and I'm like, I'm really impressed. And Chonk, as in CHONK, I'm like, okay, all right, see you memes. Let's go memes.
Now we just need to see more representation for that.
Yeah.
What else could I say? Yeah, I mean, the designs for the characters are awesome. I love the way the rival is designed. I'm hoping she's going to be in the anime. The legendaries look awesome as well. I'm probably going to get Violet. So Brother Whirl and I kind of conveniently wind up getting just the opposite. He's probably going to get Scarlet. I'm probably going to get Violet. I usually get the second one anyway. But I also find symbolically, I think it's good for me to get Violet because right now there's a lot of things happening that I think kind of like I'm trying to look forward into the future. I think there's a lot of points in my life, not to get deep or anything, but where I feel like sometimes I live in the past a lot. And I feel like it's time to start moving on with so many things, just milestones happening, graduating with my master's and starting my job. It's like, maybe this is symbolic, just looking towards the future. And that's why I also feel the need to get Violet, if they're going to do the past and future sort of symbolic thing. So
that's so nice.
I'll be getting Giga Chad as the professor. I won't be getting
Yeah.
I just imagine my logic. I'm getting Pokemon Scarlet, and I look at the professor's butt. As I look back,
I mean, I'm not complaining. I wouldn't complain either way.
I gotta reflect. I'm getting both of them motherfuckers.
The double box art looks incredible.
Bangers, though.
Yeah, I want the double box. Let's go. I got the double box for Sword and Shield.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say is that I really hope for some good bangers with the music. I feel like Sword and Shield had... I don't know, it was alright. I don't want to hate, but it just, there wasn't anything really that jumped out to me.
Yeah, I like Marnie's theme.
But there wasn't anything that's
Bee's theme is
the gym leader that really jumped out to me too much in terms of really feeling like that Pokemon essence, that Pokemon sounding vibe. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping we get some maybe with Spanish influence.
Yes.
Well, this ain't gonna be Spanish influence, but we do know that Toby Fox, who did help create one of the songs in Sword and Shield, is going to be in Scarlet and Violet producing music. In fact, you heard it in the trailer already. Some of the wild themes, just the wild, world itself. Those are some of the songs that will be playing in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Gather round, children, for a Pokemon battle. Dun dun dun. Gather round for
liberation. Let's see.
Gather round, children. He's about to choose El Chupacabra.
Hey, listen, man. I need Spanish guitar vibes in this goddamn.
Just bring Mayor B's theme back. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
No, listen. Everybody will lose their shit. Yeah, but so thank you for sharing your input on that, though, Polly. Much appreciated. You said you're going with Violet again, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we go and pass this one on to Emmy then? Emmy, what do you have to say in regards to the latest information of Scarlet and Violet?
Well, I'm excited too. And I just want to point out too, why does everyone look better than the protagonist? I don't understand. Why can the protagonist look nice? Look at these professors. They look like they're going to beat me up if I don't complete the Pokédex. So I'm going to complete the Pokédex. Oh my god. But they look awesome. Honestly, all these character designs, they look so good. Except for the protagonist. We're not going to talk about them. I'm just going to... If I could box them, I would. But I can't.
What is up since Gen 5? They've been trying to make the professors bangable since Gen 5. What's going on with that? It started with Juniper and then just kept going.
Exactly. I don't know. But
that one professor has been old. We've lost so many old professors.
I know.
Hey, Rowan could be a gilf to some people.
And the dork that is Professor Elm.
I like Professor Elm. He's my favorite.
Oh, no. He's fine. He's just a dork. You know that.
Exactly.
I know that. We all know that. He's a dork.
And then there's Cerise.
Well, yeah. Ever since Gen 5, every professor's just been bangable for no reason.
Yeah,
I don't know how to follow up that.
I don't know. I don't either.
Well, okay, outside of the bangable professors outside of this generation, which one would you find banging the most in this generation? I guess is the first question to say.
Oh my god.
No, but let's actually swoosh back over to Scarlet and Violet.
Go ahead, Emmy.
What?
Okay.
Your actual impressions, I guess I should say.
Okay. Okay, setting aside the protagonist and the professors, the main rival also looks really, really cool. And I know there was speculation with her as well because of her arm. So I hope there actually is story behind that and it actually means something, because that would be really interesting. And also it's nice to see a rival with actual backstory, so you can feel for them and they feel more part of the overall story. So yeah. I'm excited for that, to see what that can come with the game. And then also the Pikachu clone. I at least I think it's the Pikachu clone. Oh, it's so cute. Look at its little
Pommy?
hair. Yeah,
Pommy?
with Pommy. Yeah,
The thing that scares the fuck out of me.
Why? It's so cute. What do you
Its
mean?
eyes. It's its eyes.
I like
Really?
little tufted hair.
Look at its Kintsugamori art. It stares into your soul.
Oh my gosh, Tyrone. No.
Emmy's the regional bird.
I'm the regional bird? Oh my god.
Also, Pommy's name sounds like Emmy. Pommy.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's
like
a Roman Emmy.
low-key.
I mean,
It's a low.
it's Spanish Emmy.
It's Spanish. Oh my god, Spanish! Yay! But like, low key, yeah, it's just so cute. The little hair,
So
like honestly, no, but it's so she's so chubby. It's so
No,
cute.
here's
It's
my
trying
here's
to
my
spend-
speculation. It's probably similar to like the Altaria, where it looks fluffy and all that, but once you wet it, it is as thin as a stick.
Crazy, don't do
I
that.
hate it.
Why do you think the eyes are so small, man?
Is it gonna get really big when it's
Like
wet?
it's just chunky, but it's only chunky because of the fur. And then when you wet it, it's just as thin as a goddamn pretzel stick, bro.
All
I
right,
hate
so
that,
basically,
David.
what you're telling me is that if it rains in the game, I'm just not gonna call it out.
Exactly, just don't. And don't help. I hope the anime doesn't do that either.
Oh god, please anime. But yeah, like the Pokemon that they did introduce were very, very cute. Like I said, like with Palmy, with Scarlet. Oh, that's on my team. I already know that's already on my team. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, you're on my team.
Which one?
Smoliv. Yeah,
Oh,
Smoliv
yeah,
Garden.
small. Yeah, small.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, social anxiety olive.
Yeah, it's me.
cute.
It's me in a Pokemon. It works. And then Lechonk as well. What a cute little piggy. But like I know what KG was saying too, with like how it's like Loki, it's like the pig with like the apple in its mouth. I hope that's the evolution. You know how funny that would be? It would be so funny if that was the evolution. Another thing too, the multiplayer as well that they showed. I know they didn't really give much information about it, but like I thought that was really cool. Just because Sword and Shield had a really fun multiplayer, so I hope they keep that going with this game as well. In terms of what else we saw, like the Pokemon centers look really interesting. The only thing is,
Yeah, they're gas stations.
yeah.
Shit! You mean I gotta pay $7.99 per gallon or some shit
Yeah,
for full restore?
Man, these Pokemon prices are crazy.
Oh,
My Pokemon are just gonna have to walk it off.
They're gonna walk it off.
Hey, thank you for subscribing with a tier 1, buddy. Oh, that's a gifty.
let's go.
Van from Twitch. Hey, I know that person.
What's up, Van?
Gifted a sub to the Media Nut. How awesome is that?
Thank you, Ben from Twitch.
Wait a minute. Ven from Twitch is paying forward the gift they got from Cosmic Vengeance to Media. What the heck is that string of sentences? Well, point is, I hope you enjoy it, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I also noticed everybody got hyped for fucking Fletchling then. I was like, guys, Talonflame was in Sword and Shield.
Oh, fun fact as well, just to quickly derail a bit to go back to Pommy. Our buddy Larry, who you might have heard from in our discussion on the tripod, he came back and told me a little trivia. Not a spoiler or anything, just a little trivia regarding Pommy. Apparently, Pommy is the only Pikachu clone that has had its name localized.
Really? Whoa.
Yep, they changed its name the first time they've ever done it. Apparently, the original name is Pamo. And Pomme in France.
Yep, there it is. Pamo. P-A-M-O. There it is.
Pamo. Oh, like amo, like love? Pamo?
Oh,
Okay,
that's
okay,
so
hold on. Emolga got a slight change. Instead of Emolga, it's Emonga. Because in Japan, it's an Emongo, a flying squirrel.
Among Us.
There's that.
There it goes.
Oh, Lordy.
But yeah, there's a slight difference, but it's not as big of a difference as Palmies. But yeah, Emolga is Emonga.
That is interesting. That is interesting indeed. But yeah, thank you for that little trivia there, Larry. Much appreciated. But continue. I mean, if you have any other inputs to add.
Yeah, I mean, only thing else I gotta say, to be honest, I still don't know if it's gonna be gym battles, because they showed us that, like, arena thing, which looked like a soccer field, low-key, so I was just like, what are we doing? Are we doing, like, strikers or something? Oh, like with Pokemon? Imagine. Oh my gosh. That would be interesting. And the last thing I have to say is that the legendaries look like Spyro characters. Pretty cool. That was, like, my first impression when I saw them. I'm like, whoa, Spyro. That's
Yeah, I
pretty
actually
cool.
recorded your reaction that you had with Joker the other
Really?
day. Yeah, I have the reaction with me. The one thing that I always love it was that you both were like, they look familiar. And then it turns out you were just saying it looked like a Spiral character, and Joker was like, yeah, you're right, actually. And also Fire Snipe coming through with a subscription as well with Twitch Prime. Incredible stuff, everybody. Thank you for the 6 months, man. Much appreciated. Thank you to everybody subscribing as well. Y'all have been awesome. Much love. But yeah.
I forgot to add just one more thing. I forgot the whole 4-player thing. Like, that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, we literally got 4 people in this call right now.
Exactly. We could play it right now if the game was out.
Yeah. So, just to...
I already know how I feel about no Daisy in that game.
What?
Oh.
What, in Pokemon's Scarlet and Violet?
No. We were talking about Mario Strikers.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. DLC is coming and Daisy won't be in it, according to the leaks.
Yeah, probably. Fucking trash-ass, shitty-ass soccer game.
Hey, listen, man. You're just jealous because Daisy ain't here, and honestly,
I am jealous.
feel you.
What of it, huh?
Yeah, you got it. Oh, yeah.
But to elaborate on the co-op, what do you guys... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that. What do you guys think of that co-op?
We don't know much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is what I was going to say, to add up to that, because Pokemon actually made a tweet about it a while ago. In Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the first open-world RPGs in the series, you are free to explore at your leisure, not in an order dictated by the story. You will still meet, battle, and train and trade Pokemon while enjoying an unbound adventure.
Okay, so if that's the case, then this is my question. Are we getting the Legends mechanics back? This is what I said last week when we were like speculating, and I was like, please, can it be the Legends mechanics for catching Pokemon? Because I can't go back to the regular like mechanics of this, but I feel like they're going to because of what we saw in the trailer, so I don't know. But please, if it's open world, no.
Maybe it'll be similar to Arceus where you'll be able to throw it, but the only thing you're throwing at it is your Pokemon to battle it. That's it.
Maybe, yeah, that could be it too. I mean, it's something.
Yeah, it's something. Because you see in the trailer, like, the trainer is crawling towards the Mon, so I mean, something's happening.
Something has to happen. Yeah, exactly. It can't just be like, all right, like, if everyone's, like, if all the Pokemon are in the overworld, then it's like, they have to do something like that. They can't just, otherwise it would be very forced feeling as well. Yeah. But other than that, for at least my opinions, I enjoyed the trailer. I would like to see more, but not too much, just because then otherwise I can't, like, I'm going to know everything that's going to happen, and then I'll be sad, because then I'll know what's going to happen. And in terms of the game pretty much Sun and Moon, to be honest. But if I, like, the game that I'm going to be choosing is probably Scarlet. That's what I want to go with. Yeah.
All right. And I believe, Tyrone, you said you were going Violet, correct?
Getting both.
No, I mean, like, your main one, though.
I don't know. This is the first time I truly don't know. I might have to just flip a coin or something. Wait, when we stream this, because we will, which one are you streaming, KG?
Scarlet.
Yeah,
okay,
let's
I'll likely go Violet then.
Yeah.
For differentiation purposes.
I want Sada, damn it.
Because I think what happened is that we wound up in a situation last time where like most of us had Pokemon Shield.
Yeah, which was still understandable, you know.
Yeah, Terrell and DJ, I think, were the only two who had Sword, and we had to like keep asking them
for Pokemon. Yeah, they had to give us the Pokemon Starfetches and shit.
Yeah, I think this is actually now thinking about it. Yeah, actually not thinking about it. This is my first time I'm ever going with the first of the two. Normally, I always go with Pearl, White, Y, Moon, and then Shield. And normally, I would always go like if it was in that order, I'd go with Violet. But I honestly want to go with Scarlet this time around.
Yeah, Scarlet Squad.
Yeah, there we go.
Y'all stuck in the past, you fucking cavemen.
Hey, listen, man.
Hey.
Yeah, you're right.
It's called history.
History. Oh, yeah. I love history.
Yeah, history is in Historia about how y'all late.
Oh, man. But, thank you guys for sharing your inputs on that. Really do appreciate it from you, too. Tyrone.
Polly and I are in the future. We're in 3005.
Future.
And your mixtape still hasn't released.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. No matter how much you try going forward, your past will always haunt you, buddy. That's just the honest truth. You can never leave us. But Tyrone, do you have anything else to...
Journeys Part 2.
Oh God, please no.
No, please.
No,
I will
gonna
cry.
just
No,
say-
it's making me cry.
Not the actual show.
Oh.
The OST.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's coming out this
okay, I
month
can
too,
breathe.
isn't it? I think my product
I
should be
think
shipping soon because I think it comes out in June.
Oh, I forgot to order it.
I don't know. I'll actually go to CD Japan, see if they still have it available. I think you might have
We're
lost
selecting. We don't have TSS.
what? Oh, like his 2 cents on whatever the hell he would talk about.
The music.
Oh yeah, he will break that shit
I'll do
down
my
bit
best.
by bit. But yeah, he will have a fun time though when that CD comes out, and he's definitely gonna explain us next podcast about what the hell he's gonna do on his trip and what he has done, and how he has broken our hearts when he went to Chick-fil-A. But we'll save that story for another day. But yeah, so anything else that we need to address before we move on into the next topic, folks?
I believe that's it. I love that my favorite bug type Pokemon is in the game again in regular gameplay since fucking Gen 2. Jesus fucking Christ.
Venonat
Venonat!
Nation, where you at?
Yes! Venomoth, my boy! Venomoth, my favorite bug type Pokemon.
Oh shit! Hold on a second. Look at this. So Twitter Gaming says here, this might not mean anything, but this does intrigue me. Twitter Gaming says here, what do they do for a living? Wrong answers only. And it shows an image of Seda and Turo, right? And the Pokemon company responded by saying, they are Pokemon professors? Question mark?
That's not funny.
The devil always comes in the most tempting form.
Wow, that is interesting. I love the little purple guy says, Squeed, yeah, give some love up here for the purple mons. We got them here. We got the Gengars, we got the Venonats. We got a lot of purple mons, actually.
It's oh no, he's hot.
Now he's
Let me see what else I got here in the written side. I got Sonic Frontiers. We don't really need to worry about that because tomorrow we are going to be getting, also not Seda, but tomorrow we're going to be getting a Sonic Central, if I'm correct.
Oh, God.
And later this month, we're also going to be getting a Capcom presentation as well that's going to delve into some of the games we've seen thus far.
Sonic and Capcom again. Let's go.
And as for Microsoft is also going to be having a presentation all on their own as well during this Xbox presentation. I think it's called the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase, which is going to be going live on June the 12th at 10 a.m. PT. So whatever that time zone that is.
Going back to the games, girls, what do you guys feel about the Pokemon, the legendaries being motorcycles?
I think it's great.
Vroom vroom.
I didn't even notice, but I think that's cool.
Yeah, they're cars.
Yeah, because somebody remember that one episode of Diamond and Pearl. I think it was Diamond and Pearl. Probably where Officer Jenny does the Akira pose on one of the motorcycles.
Oh, and then
Yes.
they drew the
God.
Scarlet Legendary in that design too.
The Scarlet and Violet legendaries are doing the Akira pose.
I can't wait to parallel park my legendaries. I guess.
Oh my God!
Maybe that's why the gas
Is that why
stations
they're
are
gas
there.
station? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Sorry.
Interesting.
Yeah, they got electric charge or they got fossil fuel.
Oh my god.
What would it be, fellas? Mustard or ketchup?
Oh, you gotta
mean, it
be the
makes
broken
sense,
one.
but they
Like that version where he breaks and everything.
Yeah. I guess the whole ride mechanic, it's like Sun and Moon, you had the ride Pokemon, and Oras, you could go on the Latios and fly around, and Galar, you had the thing. Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, I can't.
The taxi.
The taxis.
The taxi. Yeah.
And now we just turn the Pokemon into cars. Wow.
Wow, just like those anime where you see little teenage high school girls becoming vehicles for some odd reason. You guys know that side of anime, dude. You don't know this shit?
I know what KG's talking about, and even still, I'm like, what?
It's so funny to me. It's just...
I gotta show you a video of that later. You're gonna be so traumatized by that. Oh my lord. But yeah, so there we go. You see, Joker understands already. But yeah, so let's see. Okay, here we go. Sonic Central. This is gonna be happening tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. Tune in for a sneak peek of some of the upcoming projects, partnerships, and events happening in 2022. So that's going to be for Sonic. Then we, of course, have the Capcom event that is also going to be happening later this month as well. That will be focusing on events that'll give you on all the latest Capcom game information. It's going to be on June 13, 3 p.m. PT for around 35 minutes of news and in-depth updates on previously announced Capcom titles. So don't expect anything new. Just expect upcoming titles that we have already known about. So I'm assuming Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is going to be the big one that they're going to have in that one. Just an assumption. So yeah. Now here's the thing though. Where the fuck is Nintendo at? Where's their showcase?
Yeah.
Are they not going to tweet about doing one today? Is that what's happening? Are they not going to do one?
I made the curse.
Damn it, I'm going to hate it because they're going to announce it and then they're going to announce it for the following day and I'm going to be so mad because I want to take a day off and take care of my responsibilities by watching the presentation, but now I can't do that because it doesn't seem like we have a Nintendo presentation this year. Although not yet, maybe tomorrow they would announce it because they would always do a presentation on a Tuesday.
PG, did you see on Twitter with the they showed the Nintendo Direct logo with the arrow and the white arrow and the red letters that say bruh.
Yeah, it just says bruh. Bruh. Listen, man, we need a Nintendo Direct. First off, where the hell are all the new Mario Kart courses? I swear we got some new ones a couple of days or months ago. Where the hell is Act 2 at? We need more information on that. They got to obviously promote Xenoblade Chronicles 3. They obviously got to promote some of the upcoming titles coming out later this year. Hint some new titles. I need Metroid Prime 4 information. Like, there's so much that they have to announce and discuss.
Breath of the Wild 2.
They did mention, didn't they, earlier this year that they were going to show more information at E3? Yeah. Before E3 officially got canceled.
That was so long ago. I don't know when that was. Please, I just need something. Just give me a screenshot. Anything. Please.
I think what I want more, if anything, is just the goddamn name of the game.
I know. Oh my gosh, I know the name. Please, for the love of everything.
I kind of wanted to fuck y'all over. It just says Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
2? I know, Tyrone, if that happens, I'm gonna cry. I'm so mad.
The number 2 shows up. No, it's spelled out TWO.
Oh, no.
Oh man, that TWO has to signify something with the game's lore. I guarantee it, but I just can't seem to figure it out just yet.
No. They take it a step further of laziness. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. The other one.
The other one.
The other one.
God damn it. But yeah, so that's all I got for information thus far. And regarding some of the things that are happening later this year. And I hope everyone's looking forward to it. I don't got much else to say in regards to the gaming announcements because Sonic Frontiers, you already heard our inputs on it. And I don't know if Emmy or Polly really has anything to say about that. And the Sony State of Play, which we also went into detail, but I don't know if Emmy or Polly has anything to say in regards to that because I don't know you guys to be much of a Sony side with these kind of things.
Emmy's played Breath of the Wild. Imagine that, but Link is running in very fast but awkward physics.
Wait, but I thought, from what I heard, you guys said, the trailer for, Frontiers was bad? Yes?
Oh, okay.
It's not even that it's bad. It's awkward.
Here's the thing, Emmy. Normally, when you get a game announcement, what's the first thing you expect to learn from the game? When you're just learning about it?
The world?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh, no.
So the world and, of course, most importantly, the narrative. What's the story going to be like? What are we going to learn about with this game? They showed us literally 6 minutes of footage of Sonic running around.
What?
Awkwardly. That's it. In an open world.
It's awkward as fuck.
And then after that, on Friday, I think it was on a Friday, they showed footage of Sonic attacking enemies for 6 minutes.
What?
Awkwardly. But he did have some cool kicks. Apparently, from what I'm being told, apparently these were recorded by the people of Sega, and they sent that footage to IGN to then show it off on their YouTube site.
So what do? They just press record, and then they just are like, all right, I guess I'll just run around. I mean, that shows them what the game is, right?
Let us remind everybody that we have a good physics Sonic game in the form of Sonic Speed Simulator.
Yeah, I was just about to say, bro, does that mean we're actually calling the Sonic Simulator Sonic Frontiers? Is this actually happening? It was a joke, but is it actually happening?
It's the better one as of right now. We obviously.
Yo, I love Sonic in 2022, man. Look at the great games we got and shit. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, Sonic Origins, Sonic Speed Simulator. Yep, that was all we got. That was all we got this year. Nothing else.
That was important. Yeah,
exactly. Nothing else needs to be discussed. But what about Sonic Frontier? Shut up.
Shut up. I like that we call Sonic Origins Sonic Oranges.
There you go. I'd love to talk about Sonic with you guys because I have some thoughts. 2022 is the year of Sonic. I do genuinely believe, outside of what Frontiers has done, and it also has to be to blame on Forces as well. Sonic this year has really been good outside of its main titles. If you really think about it, the comics are incredible, the movies are incredible. The Origins game looks incredible with all the animated cutscenes and whatnot. And the Roblox game looks and plays incredible too, to the point that we played it for 3 or 4 hours without realizing it. That's how much addicting it was. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, with that being said, the Sonic, we're going to get more information about it on the following day. So please stay tuned for more information on that, and maybe just possibly on the tripod this week. We might go and delve a little bit more into it with the Sonic Central stuff, as well as the Capcom Presents as well. So we'll see. But Tyrone, was there anything that we need to elaborate more with these things, or you think that's it for Sonic stuff?
I believe that's about it.
All right. But yeah, so we're now simply waiting on Nintendo because Sony already did their thing. Microsoft already made their announcements. The other third-party companies already made their announcements. The only one who's really missing is honestly just, Nintendo. But we don't know if Nintendo's even going to do one or not. That's the big mystery. So
Loki.
I'm always assuming, because of the PokePod curse, they're going to make an announcement tomorrow to completely negate every single thing I just had to say right now. Because I've noticed these past couple of weeks, almost every single goddamn time we've been in these kind of situations, the following day always seems to give us an answer to one question we always have in mind. So given that the main one that we've had for today was Nintendo, I get the feeling something's happening tomorrow. Just an assumption.
KG, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna hear the switch snap sound.
Be like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit. No, that's gonna be my nightmare.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just oh shit.
KG, wake up!
Oh,
Join a new world full of interesting and mysterious foes.
Battle your way. Not today.
Battle your way through dungeons, cities, and ruins, and generic game, The Adventure Quest.
Oh my god.
Only for Nintendo Switch. Rated E for everyone. All right then. So I believe we got all of our main discussion topics, shenanigans, things out of the way, right? I don't think there's much else to go and elaborate more in regards to that sort of stuff. So with that being said, what do you guys say we take this opportunity now to go and quickly and probably be quickly talk about the latest episode of PM 2019. Emmy, I know you are going to be heading out relatively soon, so I want to make sure I take this opportunity to hear your input as soon as we possibly can, buddy. So let's get into tonight's review for the latest episode of Pocket Monsters 2019. Now that the episode has aired, of course, time has passed, and there is going to be an opportunity for us to maybe share different opinions than what we had back on Friday, no spoilers, and see if maybe we changed a little bit. Maybe the episode was slightly better than when we last gave the negative criticism or positive criticism that we might have had. Nobody can tell for certain, but that's what we're going to get into tonight in our review for PM 2019. Last mission, get Reggie Lecky and Reggie Drago. Go has received this final mission for Project Mew, get Reggie Lecky and Reggie Drago. So Go heads to the Crown Tundra on his own, where he finds Gary, who is also there to complete it. However, other people wanting to join Project Mew soon show up and cause issues for Go and Gary. Will they be able to complete the mission and Go manage to take the path to his goal? Let us discuss. Emmy, take it away, buddy. What have you got to say to this week's episode of PM 2019?
All right, so let's make this really fast. It was a 3 out of 10. The pros are literally my cons. I wrote 2 pros down, which can be easily turned into cons. So, first up, so consistency. Go goes by himself to this mission. Why wasn't he doing that from the start? That's the con that goes with it. The second pro is I like that Gary and Go are having that conversation. That deep conversation about like just their goals and their dreams and how like they both have like Mew in common. Why wasn't this done before? That's the con that goes with it. Why are they having this conversation now? Why are they finally getting to know each other now? But this entire time they were just like they were such rivals and they like didn't respect each other, and like Gary just didn't respect him, which to be honest, who does? Who does respect Go? Let's be honest. But yeah, that was just the whole thing. And now all of a sudden they want to have a conversation understanding each other. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so those are my pros, but also my cons at the same time. Now for the cons again. Those
were your pros?
Here's the thing. The last time that Gary and Go worked together as a team, they couldn't work properly. This was with the Articuno fight. Now you're telling me all of a sudden they can fight. All right. Okay, I guess now they have the teamwork because they turned into a Beyblade, I guess. And all of a sudden now they can fight together as a team. Okay, so now they respect each other. They played Twister for 5 minutes, and I guess that did something for their friendship too, I guess. I don't know. And then they also brought back these rivals that were in the last Project Mew episode. And to be honest, for what, really? Because, like, yeah, they had, like, a little battle, I guess. But then what ended up happening at the end, like, I guess, because they lost, they were like, all right, I mean, I guess we might as well help them, which I was like, okay, I guess that happened. I don't know. These rivals, like, I wish they were there from the start. It would have been nice, just because they could have gotten more development. We could have understood them more as characters. But no, they're just Splatoon OCs. Let's be honest. And also, they caught Reggie Lecky and Reggie Draco in, like, one shot with a Pokeball? Okay. I guess this is what we're doing. We're trying to make things very easy. We're trying to get the episode out and done over with, just because they spent so much time on battling the rivals and then also playing Twister. So I guess this is what we're doing. And then even more conversation with like Gary and Go understanding each other, with like Gary saying he almost got himself like almost disqualified, trying to like just relate to Go's situation of how like I guess he's overcome some of like the issues that he's had with Project Mew. And then at the end, giant Regigigas, the washing machine, appearing for no exact reason. He's just there. You know what he reminded me of? I don't know if I can properly explain this, but there was that meme that you guys made during the PokePod for Sun and Moon, where it was like, I think it was like a cowboy background, and it was like I think it was
one of the screaming Pokemons? Like,
yes, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, yo, just put a Texas background in that, and just put the Regigigas there. That's exactly what it is.
Oh my god! What are you talking about? Hold on, if I could find it, that would be great.
Yeah, because that's exactly what that reminded me of. I have no idea why. It just did, and it made me like so nostalgic, but also laugh so hard because I'm just like, wow, that was so the stupidest thing from this entire episode. Why? I just don't understand. It makes no sense. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. When the preview came out for this episode, I really wasn't excited because I just don't like Project Mew. I'm so sorry if you liked it. Like, I just don't appreciate how they handle this, and I feel bad for Go because he had potential. Keyword had. He had potential when he like first started, but they really don't care. They don't. And the way that they've written his story arc, quote unquote story arc, is just sad. It really is, because they fleshed it out so much they spaced it out so much to the point where you just don't care. You really don't. And I think that applies to many plots in the series, but especially for this one, which is supposed to be something that we are hyped to see Go doing. I'm just not. Like, I'm pretty sure the trailer was the thing that was talked about the most for this episode. And that's saying something. And that's really sad. Like, even now, like, okay, so I thought this was supposed to be the last episode of Project Mew, but it's not. I guess it's going to be the giant Regigigas one. If I'm mistaken, please correct me.
Regigigas has entered your DMs.
And then has immediately left.
Regigigas created a group. Regigigas left the group.
Ghosted me, bro.
Yo, you know that stupid meme where it's like Regigigas appears, Regigigas grows big, Regigigas doesn't elaborate, leaves. That's it. That's the meme with Regigigas in this episode, bro.
I have an important announcement. I gotta go by.
No, it's the same in Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, where they just leave. Reggie, I think it's the Reggie Rock.
Get that hair.
Yeah, but even that made more sense.
They beep and they just walk away.
What is up with Regigigas and Arceus? Those two Pokemon, I swear to fucking God, they can never stay still for more than 2 seconds. They show up and they leave. They fucking leave. Oh, you remember Arceus in the Hoopa movie? He just left.
He just left.
No.
Even
he
in his own
produced
movie.
some light and then left. Okay.
And Regigigas was in that movie too, and he left. Not of his own choice, but he left.
It's ridiculous.
But he gave us a meme, though. Come on.
Exactly. No, but like overall, like Project Mew, no, I'm so sorry. It's a 3 out of 10 for me. I would rather not watch this. I usually rewatch the episode twice. I skimmed through this episode because I'm like, I already know what I'm gonna say. I already know that I didn't like this episode, and like even like the 2 nice things I have to say, I could easily just react them with cons because they are. So I don't know. It's disappointing, honestly. But like I said, like So now we have another episode of Project Mew, I believe, before they actually tackle the Mew stuff. But now it's like, even when they go to find Mew, am I actually really excited for that? No, I'm really not, to be honest. So I don't know. I think it's a whole issue with just Go's character in general and just what they did with him. And I know, like the writers have said too, they don't know what they wanted to do with him, but still, I don't think that's a good enough excuse, especially if like that's their job to write, you know? So, yeah, 3 out of 10. I'm sorry. It's not good. At least to Emmy. Yeah.
I love Trayman's comment in the chat. Regigigas came to get his check and that's it.
Literally! You know that meme where it's like you call someone and then you're just like, oh, like, yeah, hold on. Yeah, I gotta go, bye. It's like, oh, what? You're the one who called me. What? It's the same thing with this.
Also, I mean, I found the image you were talking about. I'm gonna post it in the general, by the way, for you.
Yes.
Where the hell is it? I lost it.
Oh no, he lost it. No.
Don't worry, I'll figure it out someday. In the meantime, though, thank you for sharing your input on that one, buddy. Let me go and now pass this on to my next buddy here in the call. Let's pass it over to Polly. I want to hear Polly's input on this week's episode of PM 2019, because you seem to be approaching it with a more positive light, depending on how you want to approach that statement you said earlier today in the podcast.
Yes.
Gary was in the episode, an immediate 8 out of 10.
Okay. All right, Tyrone. Be careful, because what I was about to do was say something nice about X and Y.
Oh.
But...
Damn, that shut him up.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I was sorry. I was legitimately interested.
He's waiting with bated breath. First of all, I like this episode just like entertainment-wise, probably because of my Gary bias. I can see, like, I can understand where a lot of people find it mediocre, but I didn't think it was the worst Journeys episode. Now, I don't know if I'm qualified to really say like too much on Project Mew because I still haven't seen all of the Project Mew episodes. I saw the last one with Tokyo, so I kind of see how jarring it can be, like, and how rushed it can seem when Go and Gary originally weren't getting along, or Go wasn't grasping the concept of working together as a team. But I don't know. I also feel like enough time has passed now where it's maybe he just kind of saw the light and said, you know what, I'm gonna, like, I think maybe just the pressure of knowing, like, okay, this is your last shot, to be part of this, sort of like, okay, you know what, I really have to get serious now and just suck it up and collaborate, as Gary was saying. So I mean, I liked it. I liked seeing the scenes of them working together finally after just not really being on the same page. And I did think the battle was rushed, but again, it's not really a this episode problem. It's a Journeys problem, as I always say. Again, just like not as terrible as, like, I don't know, as other Journeys episodes. Like, it was relatively enjoyable for me. I thought it was. I don't really have any emotional attachment to those other rivals, but I thought it was cool how they were there just helping out and giving them advice and sort of like kind of just knowing, like, hey, you know what, Gary and Go deserve this. They're really good at this, and we're gonna play fair. So I don't know. I thought they were cool, but again, it's not like we're gonna really see them again. So I had mixed feelings, but generally, like, I approach it with a pleasant attitude. Nice thing I was gonna say about X and Y is that this episode and this whole arc in general has just so much potential. Number one, like, I think that it could have been something similar to an Alon XY, like that, the special.
Oh, the
Mega
Evolution
Evolutions?
specials.
Yes, exactly. And it could have built up to this thing where Gary and Go are the protagonists of that, or at least Go is like the Alon of those specials that are peppered in throughout Journeys. And Gary appears frequently, and maybe some other characters, like, and it's like these separate specials that all kind of build up to this one final arc with Project Mew. Because the problem is, kind of like how Emmy was saying, we don't care about it because this plot line is just stuck. It's like stuck in the quicksand of all these Journeys unfinished plot lines. So, like, we really just don't care about it. It's just like another kind of half-assed story, that's like now being rushed because now they know they have to finish for the new games come out, before the new games come out. So I feel like if it had that structure of having like a few specials outside of like a main Journeys plotline, I think it could have been really, really great, and they could have raised the stakes with like Team Rocket or another villainous team being involved and trying to catch Mew at the same time, because it really just seems like it's just like this random challenge and there's not really many like high stakes, whereas like Team Flare was actively involved in the Mega Evolution stuff, and you had Steve in there and the other champions and the gym leaders, and it all culminated in the main plot of X and Y. So actually, I just yeah, what are you saying?
No, because I was gonna comment on something you just said. Like, I don't know who said it in like the watch party discussion when we were talking about it. Someone always says it, but they said that they wouldn't be surprised if, like, actually no, it would have been cool if the Project Mew thing, that was the evil villain arc. So like this entire time they were the villains. That would have been really cool. So like that's just a comment on what you were saying.
That would have been cool.
That would have been awesome. And that actually leads me to my next thing. They had the golden opportunity, being that what we know is the next episode. And who's coming in the next episode?
Shinji.
Mr. Shinji himself. And who's pretty much very, very connected with Shinji and the
Brandon.
Yes. they had the golden opportunity to bring him back and have him be, it could have been this, I don't want to like
a love letter to the fans, guys, except when it's not.
Yeah, exactly. I think it could have been really cool to have that connection, because last time, I believe, well, no, the battle pyramid travels, so it could have gone anywhere, but I'm just saying. So like, long story short, I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10. Like, I enjoyed it. I just think it had more potential. It could have been like Meteor in, it's the same thing I always say with Journeys. It's just kind of like a bare bones, and it's like, oh, it's there, it happened, and then we'll forget about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely not my least favorite, and yeah, Gary's little shit. I love him so much.
Oh man,
Blastoise is cool.
You mentioning this whole Mega Evolution stuff and all that, just hearing from you too. I'm just thinking about like that Pokemon Arceus special we got earlier this year. That could have been a 4-part event for the Project Mew stuff. And that would have been a good opportunity to have brought Brandon into that story, because he has all 3 Reggies right now. The other dude didn't need to catch new Reggies. They could have came to this guy's assistance, because Brandon is also looking into the Reggies lore as well. I mean, that carried over into DP, didn't it? So that would have been an interesting concept to have carried that even till now and seen him continue that journey, but now working alongside with the Project Mew staff and making that goal more of a reality with assisting in opening up that shrine up with his 3 Reggies. And then he could have also participated in whatever the Regigigas fight is going to be in the future. Because supposedly that's going to be a battle, but I'm assuming that's going to be a Dynamax battle. So it's going to be in a team of 4. So he could have been the 4th member alongside Tokyo, Gary, and Go. You know what I mean? And that would have been the team of 4 right there they could have used for that battle. But, yeah, we're not getting that.
But no!
Also, that would have been a great way to represent AG. Also, that would have been a great way to show off Brandon and not have Ash be a part of it, because Ash would still be back at the lab. So Brandon would interact with everybody else outside of Ash, which would fit in nicely, because it's once again showing the world is moving. It doesn't always need to tie to Ash, to show these kind of things.
That's the other thing that
But it's a love letter series!
That's the other thing that pissed me off too. It's like, you got the scene of Ash like rubbing his neck with a towel, like showing that he just had like a huge workout with his team.
Oh no, Ash is doing all that training. Yeah, Ash is doing all that training we've always seen him do. Off screen.
Exactly. I feel like I would have appreciated that more if we actually saw more of him.
Oh, Journeys is a way better show when we don't see it.
This reminds me of the one we saw with Wallace's fight. Remember that fight a couple of weeks ago? That was an incredible fight. Wish I saw it.
Remember when Go won his first Pokemon battle off screen?
Against the Karate Master?
Yep, won his first official trainer battle off screen. We didn't get to see it.
Great storytelling.
I want to see Pokemon Journeys, the off-screen version. I bet it's lit. I bet it's fucking lit.
Yeah.
Probably. But, so, anything else to add to that, buddy? You said it was a 7, correct?
It was cool seeing Blastoise after... I mean, I know we've seen Blastoise before, but I don't know.
It's a great redemption after the Moltres fight.
Yeah.
They did pretty well in the Moltres fight.
He still got his ass beat, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Too bad Hatterene had to die for that.
One more thing. Gary's just so cute when he and Go were like going at it, like trying to compete against each other to who's gonna press on the buttons first. It's like, because we don't really see Gary. I think the most like physical, like active animation we see Gary is when in the flashback in OS.
Fishing rod shit that suddenly happened.
The fishing rod stuff when they're like, they're running and. Because we, usually we see him being cool and calm and either walking away or standing there and being like a snide little brat. But this time it's like, he's like, jumping around all of the little buttons and stuff, like matching Go's energy. So I thought that was hilarious. That was really cute.
I also got to say, I think that also was in one of in the debut of him in Journeys when he did like that whistle when Go was trash talking him and you just see him whistling behind Ash's back and all that. Like I want more of that. Damn it! It's such a nice thing that we never get to see much of.
Okay, one more thing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
That's the other thing that made me mad was, or like at least just like, damn, like why is everything off screen? Is when Gary did say the whole thing about Emmy was saying before that he's almost disqualified from his like one of his first missions or something, and it's like I wish we could have seen that, and that's where like I just wish we had another Chronicles series because we've seen Gary mess up before. He in that Chronicles episode, the only one really centering around him, there was an explosion at the laboratory he was working at Seda Island, and even though he's able to revive the Aerodactyl, I mean, it caused some damage to the lab, and he was really upset about it, and he even for a second doubted his decision to become a Pokemon researcher. You know, and then Professor Oak and Tracy had to sort of reassure him that, like, you know, you're going to make mistakes, but, like, you know, you can't give up. So, I don't know, it was cool seeing Gary in that episode in a more, like, vulnerable position. Mm-hmm. So, I'm glad he sort of admitted that. I just wish, like, it would have been cool to get, like, a flashback or something of that, because, I don't know.
Or once again, if you wanted to go the extra mile, the Mega Evolution acts, but instead of Go, like we were thinking, it could have been a Gary-centered focus arc, because then we could have seen how he got so many goddamn points to be in first place to begin with.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Ah, well.
The journey starts off screen.
The journey starts the screen.
I
told you that the episode of Journeys that we don't get to see are way better than the ones we do.
What are you guys talking about Minecraft right now, Cosmic?
Remember when Ash said Koharu really laid it on me?
Just Minecraft things.
That was like, remember when Ash said Koharu really laid it on me? We actually got to see that in the off-screen version.
Mm-hmm. Wish we got more of it.
Yeah, Oscar, man, yeah. Sabo's training to become a fucking Drizzle. We saw all of that.
No, I didn't want to see that. Thank God. I'm so happy we didn't get to see that.
It's better than what we got.
That's the one moment when the goddamn anime heard my request and even they acknowledged Drizzle is an ugly ass motherfucker. We're not gonna
No, not Drizzle to Inteleon. I'm talking Sabo to Drizzle. That part. The baby to the fucking Drizzle.
Oh no, that's great too, because that means we just skip all of that shit. I don't need
it. No, it was terrible. No, the version we got.
I'm admitting it was terrible, but I'm just grateful that we did. Because
Sabo just using water gun randomly and then just evolving. Cause fuck it. Why not? So stupid. God damn it.
Well, actually, Tyrone, since you are still adding some contribution right now to the commentary, I have to ask you, buddy, what do you think about the episode then?
All right, so this episode was trash. I'm just going to get that out the way right now. But there was one thing I did like. I liked the idea that, well, I like the layout of the Crown Tundra, like the music, and I like the way the Crown Tundra looks, like the out, because we didn't get to really see it much. So it's cool to see it animated. Well, you know, drawn. Yeah, I'll say drawn because we didn't really get to see it animated. Yeah, I like those two things. That's it. Everything else, Go's justification for trying to catch all the Pokemon still doesn't make any fucking sense. I guess he covers it up by putting Project Mew as the forefront. Project Mew as a whole is the most jankiest fucking participated event I've ever seen in my life. Because one, by the time Project Mew starts, Go starts it off in the middle of it all happening. How fucked up is it if you've been participating in Project Mew since the very beginning, only to lose to somebody who was literally in second to last place, who only did probably less than half the missions that you did? Because I remember they start out by saying there's two missions. There's the Footstep mission and the Reggie mission, which the Footstep mission is a call out for the Three Musketeer Pokemon, or the Swords of Justice. And Go does the Reggie mission. Based on the points, Gary had 12 points, then got 3 points because of catching Reggie Drago. Go winds up getting 3 points, giving him 10 tokens total, making him the 4th person to be a chaser. Tokyo has 11, which means that in the last one, he must have had 8. That means if you get really good at a mission, the max amount of tokens you can get is 3. That is the maximum. The minimum is 1. And that's if you participate or they feel fucking petty for you or some shit, like they did with Go during the Articuno mission, despite the fact that he didn't deserve one. So that means, if my math is correct, nobody did a goddamn motherfucking thing during the process of Go getting his first 7 tokens and the process of him getting his final 3. Everybody just sort of sat on their asses. If there's 2 missions, the writers fucked themselves in a corner. I got why they did it. They did it so that they could show that there's more missions being active and there's more chances to capture Mew. Or to be a part of the chasers to capture Mew. The problem is, they would have to safely assume that both missions have to end at the same time, or one of the missions gets done before the other one, and it just cancels out. That means even if you did the footstep one, and let's say you caught the 3 Musketeer Pokemon and Keldeo or whatever if he's on there, and you got your 3 tokens, but you got them a second later than Gary and fucking Go, then that means you lose by default for no fucking reason, despite having more tokens than Go did. Remember, Go's second to last. So when he got the 3 tokens, that means he came in dead last with 10. That means all the other Project Mew participants were just doing butt fuck all, or were terrible, just terrible.
Just to clarify with everybody though in chat, so, and also to you guys in the call too, because I should have double checked this. Yeah. So did Tokyo earn any points outside of this as well?
Yes, he had 8 before this started. He has 11 when this is over. So that means other people were earning tokens, which means they had to have had more than Go. There's no fucking way they can't.
Unless you're telling me that Tokyo did this mission.
Right.
He got the Verizian.
What was Tokyo doing though? Like, wait a minute. I don't know. I don't remember.
So if Tokyo caught, that means if Tokyo caught the 1, I would assume 1 of the legendary sacred beast, of a sacred sword beast. If he caught 1 of the sacred sword beasts, then that means there's still 3 others. And if they caught them, I would assume they would get 3 fucking tokens. Even if we take Keldeo out of the picture and there's 2 more, that means there has to be 2 more people that caught the other 2, which means they had to have earned 3 tokens as well, which means no matter how many ways you slice this, everybody beats Go. But because Go's name comes first in the fucking credits, he's got to win this. Like, God, what the fuck? Like, what? And another thing, the 2 rivals, the Splatoon OPs that Emmy calls them. Okay, so the plan was pretty solid. Okay, we're going to battle, and if we beat you, we get to catch the Reggies. If not, then you get to battle the Reggies, and if you lose your Pokemon, then we step in and fight them while they're weakened. Pretty solid plan, actually. So why the fuck did they help Gary and Go? They don't have anything to gain from this. If they fail this mission, they don't get the tokens necessary, so they lose either way. Why the fuck would they do that? They've been jackasses all the way up until this point, and they just suddenly decide, we gonna be good. Why? Cause the show doesn't want to use us anymore. You've been used in 1 fucking episode. Well, shit happens. Like, what do they have to gain or lose from this? Like, why? Why do this? And that's just the tip of the iceberg of why I'm fucking angry. The battle. I'm sorry. I take battle choreography very, very seriously. Like, super serious. Obviously, you guys know what my favorite fucking Pokemon series is. So I take battle choreography extremely serious. Combinations, moves, assortments, types, coverage, all of that. I take it seriously. And while the anime does tend to sway its rules a little bit on which attacks do what, I think I have a general idea of how Pokemon fighting works. At least from watching it. Yeah, random shit can pop up, like fucking X scissors to the trick room or whatever. But even that's believable if you can understand how certain moves connect. I think we've come to an agreement that, one, Pokemon moves have the ability to combine to make stronger moves. Usually the downside is that it takes longer because you're combining 2 moves into one, so they have to connect. Sometimes the moves have to be compatible and they can't just be combined whenever. That's why when Ash tried to use Weasel's Ice Aqua Jet the first time, it fucked up. When he did it the second time, combining it with the spin, it worked because they actually have a technique around it now. Certain moves can block despite having the ability in the game to only reduce attack. Reflect reduces attack in the game, while in a normal setting, it blocks attacks almost like Protect does, but it's not as strong. It can probably break. That's the trade-off. Certain Pokemon have the ability to use momentum to their advantage. Pikachu can use Electro Web not just offensively, but defensively by protecting itself from Electric Web, bouncing off the Electric Web and using the speed from that to make Iron Tail hit harder. So I think I have a general idea of how certain moves work and how they can combine and what they can do, and even moves that can't really translate well from video game logic to anime, they compromise, or at least find a way to make it work. That being said, this battle pisses me off because it doesn't use any game or anime logic. It's just fucking stupid to watch. What it is the fight starts off with freaking Hatterene and Flygon, 2 Pokemon that literally have type immunities against Regidrago and Regieleki. So the fight's simple. Yo, go. Yeah, Gary? Let's just switch our fucking Pokemon. Let's just do it. It would be perfect. You want to know why? Because Flygon can't get hurt by Regieleki, and Regidrago can't hurt Hatterene. It's a fairy type. So they'll be fine. But no, if you're a Flygon fan, you got hoed. You got hoed. I don't even understand how the fuck this happened. And we just saw Flygon do good in the Raihan fight. So to see it get screwed immediately after, and this is one of Go's Pokemon that he kinda uses a bit more. So to see it just get obliterated for no other reason than, fuck it. Wait, what, why? And then the biggest reason this was bugging me. This was bugging me the whole time. And it was screaming at me from the back of my head. I'm looking at it and I'm just going, Hatterene can use Trick Room. Just use Trick Room. Regieleki is the fastest Pokemon in the game. Just use Trick Room. You'll end all of this by using Trick Room. Just do it. No, they don't do it. They don't use Trick Room. They get their asses whooped. And the best part is that they can switch Pokemon while they're in the fight. There's no rules that say they can't. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, cool. Blastoise isn't relatively fast. It's a tortoise Pokemon. So the idea is simple. Use Hatterene's Trick Room, switch out to Blastoise, and now Blastoise is super fast. Combine that with Cinderace's Blaze Kick. You got a simple plan. When Twister's coming, have Cinderace use Blaze Kick on Blastoise's Rapid Spin. That way, the Rapid Spin is covered in fire. Knocks out the Twister, cancels it out, does fire damage to both Regis, and then Blastoise lands, uses Hydro Pump, and then Cinderace can use Blaze Kick on both the Hydro Pumps, using both of its feet instead of just one, like a double kick situation. And then hits them both. Clean knockout. Looks good, too. Choreography-wise, that would look dope. But no, instead we get Reboot on top of Blastoise, spinning awkwardly I'm surprised it didn't throw up. The whole fight, people are saying, oh, it's really good to see Go and Gary working together. This is about as much working together as Gary and Go just happen to fuck up enough times, and there's 2 people in the back telling them what they should do. And then they finally listen to them, and then they guess they get their shit together at last minute. No, this ain't it. And then you got the random Regigigas, which, again, obviously that's a prelude to their next mission. But unless, Polly and KG and I believe Emmy said, unless Project Mew is secretly an evil, group organization situation, there's no point in this other than they secretly just caused the end of the world on accident because they wanted to catch some Regis. Because Regigigas doesn't do all of that until they catch all the Regis together. So then we finally see them activate and Regigigas shows up as a foreboding. So that means you fuckers messed with something I had no business messing with, and now Regigigas is gonna kill everybody. That's the only reason that would even happen. The fact of that it's random just shows, oh, well, he was released because the Reggies are all together now and caught. But it means if y'all never caught them, then this wouldn't have never happened. So this is sort of just counterproductive. And what the fuck does this have to do with Mew? Nothing. Oh, and I wanted to point this out earlier in the reaction, but I didn't get to. I forgot. I remember Ash, and I made a tweet about this. I remember Ash pointing out, oh yeah, I know Reggie Rock and Reggie Ice. His Torkoal fought Registeel. And they didn't even do like one of those weird little, those little JPEG flashbacks that shows like Ash fighting some trainer from back then?
Yes.
They didn't do that.
Notice AG has not one single
It didn't exist. It didn't exist in this
AG
world.
is non-canon in this universe.
Yeah, AG's not canon, even though Drake showed up randomly.
Yeah.
Even though Drake showed up randomly, though?
Yeah, listen, I prefer it this way. I don't want it to tarnish the series, so the less the better.
Yeah, but Drake shows up and Ash knows who he is. So
no, he calls him Blake or something, so...
What?
Yeah, remember he messed up his name the first time they got introduced?
No, I wasn't too bugged by this until I had to stop and remember something.
Yeah.
So I made some tweets a while back that said that the latest few episodes of Pokemon Journeys, to me, haven't been good Journeys episodes. They've been X and Y and Sun and Moon episodes. And people have been kept making the counter argument because I was like, the other shows are doing the work for this show. And then people kept making the counter argument, it's a fan series. It's supposed to pander to the fans. It's supposed to do callbacks. It's supposed to do flashbacks. It's supposed to reference things from the past.
And don't bring in any more new stuff.
You said, exactly. Thank you.
Like,
first of all,
yeah. All right.
that was my first point. Thank you, Paula. You absolutely said it. My first point is then why you even bring in new stuff. My second point was, except that's not fucking true, because in this scene, Ash goes, I know Reggie Rock and Reggie Ice, even though I fought literally all fucking three of them and fought Brandon, the person who has all three of them, and I fought Brandon 3 times, and he used all 3 of them. Yeah, way to be a fan series that panders to the fans, until it fucking isn't. Whenever they keep saying it's like, oh, you don't until you do. It's counterproductive, and it's a lazy ass argument to justify shitty writing. It's we're gonna let X and Y, Diamond and Pearl, and Sun and Moon do all of our work for us. And then have our fans counter by saying, we're the fans, we deserve this. And then when I say, hey, the fans deserve this too. Fuck them. Like, what? How does that work? And then even when you do callbacks, you don't even have the decency to do the callbacks right until you finally get to the end. We're at episode 113 and they're just now doing decent callback episodes for some characters. But we can't forget that fucking Cassidy and Butch happened. We can't forget that Chuck fucking happened and just sort of sat there for no reason. We can't forget that Karina was... Yeah, we can't forget that Karina was a stepping stone and B's bitch for about 5 episodes. Like... Bro, what callbacks? What are you talking about? This show's been doing the bare minimum when it comes to callbacks and only just now decided to do good callbacks, and that's only for the 2 most recent series. The ones that are still probably sitting in a fucking file desk somewhere in the Pokemon anime writing staff studio. And they went, oh, look at what we found. Did you find the AG stuff? I think John threw them away a while back. Fuck. Well, we got Reggie's coming. Hey, look, I found a Paul thing. Can we use it? Yeah, we weren't gonna, but throw it in, because why not? It's just, I'm sorry, like, to me, like, the callbacks that everybody talks about, to me, are nothing more than just haphazard ways to shoehorn flashback to help nostalgia, increase viewership, and make people interested. And then, when they use it very sparingly. They don't even use it sparingly. They overflood us with it, but they don't even flood us with the right shit. And then they use, like, the footnotes of the shit they had before. That's why Paul looks exactly the fucking same as he did in Diamond and Pearl way back. And in his description, he's still trying to beat Brendan. He didn't even fucking do it. He just comes out of the trees, too. This man's been hiding in the bushes for fucking 20 years. For almost 15 years. With this, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting into the other episode now. I'm so damn mad. This episode was, and then Ash's bullshit off-screen training. It's like, look at all the hard work his Pokemon do. You know, when they're not fucking present. This episode's getting, I was gonna give this episode a 3 to be generous, but it's getting a 1. It's getting a 1.
Oh, damn.
Give this shit a 1.
Damn.
And the worst part is, I don't even think it's this episode's fault that it gets a 1. It's everything leading up to this shit.
That's exactly that's why, yeah.
This is Go's last Project Mew mission, official one at least. His last official Project Mew mission. And this is what the fuck we get. This is what we get. Some haphazard bullshit, a shitty battle. Oh, I completely forgot that they fought the, Gary and fucking Go fought the Splatoon OPs. I forgot about the fight. You wanna know why?
Why?
It ends in 1 hit. They beat their asses in 1 fucking hit. And get the logic.
I'm not excited for PWC.
Right, and the logic is stupid as fuck. So Gary goes, I knew you guys would choose a ground type Pokemon, so I chose a water type Pokemon. How did you know they were gonna show up to this mission? If they showed up to the footstep mission, then you would just look like a jackass, Gary.
He's already won.
Also, fucking, what's his name shows up? The redhead dude?
Sergi?
The redhead, yeah, he shows up and uses all 3 of the Regis to unlock the door, right? What would they have done if he didn't catch the Registeel?
This mission wouldn't open?
Which means the footstep mission would have happened, and then the tokens would have been given to them. Project Mew's a mess. I hate Project Mew. I would have rather just kept sticking with wanting to catch every Pokemon. At least that was, while it wasn't, like, obtainable, it was at least understandable. This shit, I don't even know why the fuck they need to wait till the rainy season to catch fucking Mew. Mew shows up anywhere it goddamn fucking pleases. It teleports. It showed up in a Sun and Moon episode randomly.
Yeah.
It showed up in front of Pikachu playing with... Wait, go ahead.
That's not his goal anymore? Because I thought it was just like, this Project Mew was like an addition to him wanting to catch every Pokemon.
It's a faster way for him to get to his goal of catching Mew.
But not catching every month.
Because Go's original plan was to catch every Pokemon until it leads up to Mew. Where here, Project Mew is just, alright, screw all that you were doing. Let's go catch Mew. And I get it. Plots can change. People's goals and ambitions can change. But it should never feel so... I can see the man behind the curtain-ish, if that makes sense. It definitely...
Pokemon Dr. Brock.
It should definitely feel like when when a main character's goal changes, it should feel gradual. Just like when Ash legitimately wanted to capture every Pokemon. I hope y'all remember this shit. When the story starts, he says he wants to catch all the Pokemon. He even says and screams it in front of his TV before his mom, tells him to shut the fuck up and go to bed. And I'm not kidding, that actually happens. He tells a bunch of Spearows that he's gonna catch and beat them all, despite the fact that they can't speak fucking English. But when he goes to do that, he gets jealous because Professor Oak's like, yo, Gary caught like motherfucking 50 Pokemon. How many you got? And Ash is like, 7. But then he realizes later, oh, wait, no, I don't need to catch a bunch of Pokemon. I just need to catch like these and focus on them and become a better battler. And like, it's a gradual transition and we all understand it and it works. Here, Go wants to capture every Pokemon, and then Gary just shows up with Project Mew in front of his face, and he's like, I guess I'm doing this now. Okay, sure. Go ahead, go for it. Whatever you want, buddy. And then it's like, well, we need chasers to catch Mew because of the rainy season. Well, last time I saw Mew, he was playing with a yo-yo in front of Pikachu in movie 8. What, is Pikachu a fucking chaser too? I don't... What's your logic? What is this? Ash found Mew randomly when he tried to punch Mewtwo and then got flung all the way off into the sunset. And Mew was able to pop a bubble in and save Ash at last minute, and then pop the bubble and laugh at his ass. I guess Ash was a chaser right there too, huh?
He just never realized
there's a villain plot behind this because it's like you brought Mewtwo in for just a one-off episode, but you're not even going to include it in this whole thing. Like why is everything so disjointed?
Nope.
I wish there was a villain at least connected to this plot. Like it would just seem bigger than what it is. Like
yeah, Virgil's fucking screaming his head off right now because he met Mewtwo when he was doing a goddamn ranger mission. He's more qualified for Project Mew than they are. Go, as a fucking 8-year-old child, was more qualified to meet Mew than he is now. Because he met Mew as a child, randomly. I guess it was a fucking rainy season, huh?
Yes. Sad.
Yeah, fuck this shit. It's literally everything leading up to this that pissed me off. And I just got done, and if you look on my YouTube channel, you'll see it. I just got done doing a whole fucking Go character breakdown. 2 parts, by the way, both about an hour long if you want to watch them. Whole breakdown of his character, and I thought this would like help it. Nope, didn't help shit. Still an ass character. So yeah, well. KG, sorry my turn took so long.
Nah, it's all good. I think the funny thing about this whole situation is no one's really questioning about the fact that Go caught another legendary. I think that's just...
Fuck him and that Regieleki.
Because it's his now.
I literally sat there on Twitter and somebody went, look at all Go's well-deserved legendaries. I was like, I really hope you're trolling. I really hope you're fucking trolling. He doesn't deserve a goddamn thing. Go's been given literally everything. He hasn't learned or had to train for shit. His Pokemon all automatically like him for no fucking reason. He doesn't train any of his Pokemon. His Froakie evolved into Frogadier because it decided to train its fucking self. Same with Sobble. Same with Reboot. And whenever time I bring this shit up, people go, well, they're not going to show every last Pokemon. But fuck you. Fuck you. Stop excusing shitty behavior. And then justifying it every time. This is the only series I know that gets excuses for every fucking thing that it does.
Yeah.
It never can just accept that it's shitty.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Piss me the fuck off.
Yeah, for me, just to make a short story long, I will give this a solid 5 out of 10. I found it to be very indifferent. There were many things I liked about this episode. From the interactions between Go and Gary, yes, I understand it just came out of left field for certain situations and that, but I really did like those moments. I just wish we had more of it. Honestly, this episode was more of a I wish we had more of it moments. Because, like, this episode debuted 6 Pokemon in one episode. And you would think that there would be a little bit more care on that part. But, like, what? We got Frostmoth, Hatterene, Regieleki, Regidrago. Gone?
That was cool.
Which one?
I love Frostmoth.
Oh yeah, the Frostmoth design wise, I like.
I like
I just wish we saw more of it.
2 seconds that we saw it on screen.
Yeah. KG seem defeated. Am I? Do I feel? Nah, to be fair, it's Project Goddamn Mew. It's Mew, man. I you know what it is that makes me feel so defeated? It's not the fact that it's this episode. It's just how did we go from last week and the week prior to this?
They could have made this so cool. Somebody just brought it up. Kuro, I think, just brought it up. They could have made this so cool. They could have made this a 3-parter where the first part is Go trying to get through the Crown Tundra using his Pokemon. He can use as many Pokemon as he needs to, about 6, to get through the harsh weather of the Crown Tundra. Then the second half could have been him actually doing the getting through the Reggie puzzle and fighting off against the teams, and then the final part could have been the catching the Reggies. Like, that would have been a beautiful 3-parter Crown Tundra arc, but no, the stupid ass fucking plot can't pace itself well enough, and we got a tournament coming up with all the callback characters.
Yeah, we have to cut something out, and unfortunately Go's project had to be squeezed into an episode. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing I have to say about this episode. Look at last week's episode. And I'm not talking about just necessarily like the references and all that. I'm just mainly talking about it from a narrative standpoint. Look at last week's episode. Think about how many voices they had to bring for that one episode. All the characters, all the voice actors, the talent, the people, the staff. And that is the same length as a episode that we got here as a 20-minute episode. Yet somehow that episode reintroduced so much and yet achieved doing what it needed to tell with its narrative, when an episode like this over here had fewer characters, and yet everything felt very sloppy in many moments, man. It really was such a tonal shift to me personally when I had to watch this episode that I just couldn't, man. It just felt so. It felt so weird going back to Journeys after these. It really felt weird, and it bums me out because I think there was potential with Project Mew, but yet as we continue to progress with this storyline, and now knowing the tournament's coming up and everything, and if the tournament is going to continue on throughout the entire summer season, we're not going to hear Project Mew until fall at best. Which begs the question, why is it taking so long to get to that point? Well, I mean, to be fair, this could only take up, the summer season could take up like 3 days in the Pokemon World time, but still, it just makes me kind of question with that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't got much to say. I really don't. I think everybody here in this call had already given their inputs appropriately and accordingly, to where I feel I will just repeat what has already been said by everyone here, that I don't think I shall really have to add more, other than I'm just disappointed by it. That's really it.
Oh, I did find something I liked, but it doesn't help the score. So yeah, it was the whole Ash not being in this one, like not being in this, and the fact that Go's the one that has to point it out. Although the part that fucks with me is that this feels meta as fuck. This isn't Go's decision. This is the writers talking through Go. They realize that without Ash, Go can actually develop as a character. Whereas in all the other ones, this is a complete mirror to... There was the one episode, KG, I think you remember it, where Go went back to his hometown.
Yeah, that's the Tokyo debut, wasn't it?
No. The one where he catches Cubone.
Oh, yeah, the winter episode.
Yeah, that episode was actually going really smoothly. It was going perfect. Then what the fuck happened? Ash brought his stupid ass in the episode. Fucking it all up. Could have just been a Go episode.
Yeah.
And then they finally realized, oh wait, yeah, we gotta get rid of him.
We could still have him in the episode, but at the beginning. But after that, though, we gotta get him out of the story.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just, I don't know. I think the issue is, and it's been with Project Mew in general, I've just not been excited for this thing at all. So every time we continue going through week after week after week after week of Project Mew episodes, it feels pointless to me in my eyes. Because if I'm not intrigued by it to begin with, if that's not the thing I'm looking forward to begin with, I'll still see some of the good in it, but it won't be something I will be as excited to talk about here in the pod. Or critique as much, because I just don't feel anything for this. This just feels, and this is the hurtful part, this feels like filler, bro. That's the bad thing about this. There's clearly story going. There's clearly events happening. But it doesn't have any impact like what a narrative should have. It just is there. And I want to feel excited for Project Mew. But there's nothing in it that's making me attached to this story arc, aside from the fact that, oh shit, Gary Mother effing Oak is here. Great. Which in itself, I think Gary would have fit better in other storylines or story beats. I would have loved it if he was helping Ash out in the PWC, not being in it. Like, he could have assisted Ash or something.
Can I, and Polly, you may get mad at me, I'm sorry. Gary. I hate his role in this show. I fucking hate it. He's Go's rival. He's Go's rival. No, that's fucking stupid. And the reason that it's stupid is because it's basically the show going, yeah, we're gonna give Go like some characters to develop off. Nah, we can't trust them. Better give him Ash's sloppy seconds. It's the only way. They can't even develop their own new characters with other fucking new characters. Fucking Gary's gotta pull the weight here. He's gotta pull the goddamn weight.
Actually, Kuro says it best. Gary got Reggie Drago and no one cared about that.
No one cared.
No, not even you mentioning it before, Polly, when you were gushing about Gary. I don't even think you mentioned that. Did you?
Like, nope. I don't even think I mentioned I mentioned Blastoise.
Yeah, you mentioned more of the Blastoise coming back.
I don't have any connection to these. It's like, why do I care? Like,
it's a legendary, though. Isn't that supposed to be such a monumental deal? That's the thing.
Oh, legendaries are only strong when the show decides that they are. Or Go needs to learn a moralistic lesson. Or Ash forgets that he can Mega Evolve his fucking Lucario. Or uses a Z move of Pikachu's.
Or anything.
Then legendaries can be strong. You see the problem that I'm having with this show in general is that there has to be so many weird speculations that have to be taken in and out and positioned in certain ways in order to make it adjustable for a plot to happen. Suicune can't be in any fights because everything would be fucking easy for Go. But we have to have Go also like get through shit really fast, so he's got to earn all the tokens necessary despite the fact that there's other participants doing the same thing that he's doing. The fucking show needs this particular Pokemon to be more powerful than the other. The Reggies take up way too much time to fight legitimately, so they gotta get caught in Pokeballs in a breakneck pace. But we also have to fit in this double battle that they have with the fucking Splatoon OPs. So the Reggies gotta die in one hit, despite the fact that they're stronger than the fucking Articuno that the others ended up fighting. Despite the fact that Articuno should be on the same level as Zapdos, but it got beat by a fucking Reboot. Despite the fact that they were able to fucking beat Eternatus and catch it with the Pokeball, which is one of the strongest legendaries in the goddamn thing. Despite the fact that they fought Mewtwo and held their own relatively well. You see how many things have to be positioned in a way in order to work out, specifically for this shitty ass plot in order to go together? It's like gluing everything with fucking paper mache and adhesive.
Yeah. Or when that episode of SpongeBob where he's like, I got the pieces, I got the air, when the balloon pops.
That's exactly
and then
what
it just
is.
Deflates. And then, of course, if you want to go extra, the end of the episode where they just put him in jail, and then, all right, boys, you can get going now.
Yeah, and I'm usually not one to power scale a bunch of legendaries, because I get why legendaries need to be as strong as they are for show purposes. But when you have a show with multiple legendaries and you put them under these very shitty conditions for nothing more than story progression, then you start to lose things. I mean, this is Pokemon. You really shouldn't be power scaling most of them anyway, because there's no levels in this show. The Pokemon are as strong as they need to be for the fight, or at least given positions where they can hit weak spots, critical hits, trained correctly or directed correctly in a way to take advantage. Sometimes Pokemon are faster than others, sometimes they're stronger, sometimes they have more defense than others. They follow some level of logic, something to make the fight at least believable.
Yeah.
But here, you carry the status of legendary, but at the same time, you still want them to be as conveniently caught as regular fucking Pokemon. So you're gonna start running into some world building problems. World building problems that should be addressed at the beginning of the fucking show.
Great.
Yeah.
I did not want to go into this ranting this hard, by the way. I literally just wanted to say that this episode was trash. But then everything hit at once I started talking about it.
I love Radiance's comment. Articuno out here taking out 12 Pokemon. With a smiley face. Lordy. Alright, so what do you say? We go wrap things up then. I like I said, I just gave it a 5. I'm just not feeling it. Even if I was to go first, honestly, I would feel like dead weight because I have nothing to contribute to this. Because if I don't have any passion whatsoever behind an episode or an arc, don't expect much commentary on me on that aspect there. That's just how I kind of roll with it. And personally, I've been enjoying more of Ash's story more than Go. Whenever Go episodes come, I just always tend to come out with a sigh knowing that it's happening. And this one hit like a goddamn tank, especially when we came from Alola to this, man. You know, because last week's episode, you know what was the best thing about last week's episode? Want to know what's the greatest thing about that episode?
It was Sun and Moon?
No. Everybody was happy.
Well, yeah, because it was Sun and Moon. It wasn't Journeys doing the fucking work, KG!
I'm just talking about in general. I'm not talking just because it is Sun and Moon. Yeah, right. But I'm talking about everybody was just happy. Everybody was just smiling with joy.
Yeah, because everybody was happy because another show was doing the fucking work.
I know.
I wonder if my opinion would be different
huh?
if I saw last week's episode. Because I didn't see it, so I wonder if my opinion would be different on this one.
Honestly, I think you'll love it only for for all the continuities that are attached to that episode. You will be surprised how much that had. That
You
episode.
don't even need to watch Journeys. You can watch Sun and Moon and then just watch that episode.
Like I even mentioned on Twitter, like straight up that final shot they had in this episode, or at least the second to last shot, that could have been like the Ash final scene you ever see of him in the series ever again. That was so beautifully done. Like it could have just been his final moment in this series, and nobody would be mad about that.
But KG, what does that have to do with Go and Koharu and Sakuragi and Kakuna and Reiji and Project Mew?
I want to go back to fun again.
See my problem. See my problem. See the problem.
No. Let me be clear. I already know this. I'm just. I just want to like I said, it was just so.
The thing about the show is the thing that has nothing to do with the show.
I want to like it, man, but I can't. I just can't come out and say I love it because I can't. It's not entertaining enough for me personally. It doesn't live up to the expectations that I think this arc could have.
You hear that, people?
And it hurts because, like, let me be clear. I like Go. And I think this.
I don't.
Well, let me just say on my end here. I like Go. I really do. I think there are moments with him and his interactions with Ash and just like the moments he shares with Ash. I think they are genuinely fun moments, and I do appreciate those moments with the two. That's why the whole Satogo is a thing to begin with, and I kind of approve of that too. But it doesn't live up when it comes to the narrative side of things. When you just take it into the slice of life approach or just the generic daily lives of two boys traveling together, I think it does well. But when you start to try to incorporate narrative and plot points and all that stuff to these characters, that's when this becomes weak. And honestly, this episode really delves on that. You would think that you would honestly think that Ash not being here in this episode would be a bad thing or something like that, or would be a good thing. But like honestly, I see it as a bad thing because I would have loved to have seen Ash in this episode here. I don't know. Something about it just makes me wish I saw Ash in this episode. I think it's just because of the events that happened last week. I'm just like still on the Ash hype train that I would have wanted to see him here. And it also pisses me off too because we see the whole special training in a segment where he's just sweating in the background and just talking with Go, being like, yeah, we just finished our training. Great shit, though. You know, the audience won't see it, but just know that we said we did it. Therefore, you have to acknowledge that we did it. So yeah. So with that being said, yeah, 5 out of 10. Not much else can be said. I'm just tired. I want to go to bed and just see what we got shenanigans for the next coming days, Tyrone. So what do you say? We go and wrap things up then for tonight then, before we go any further into these Go tangents, because I think we've already had so many Go tangents, and you literally uploaded a 2-hour Go tangent not too long ago. I don't think there's much more that we need to continue to add further into the cause, into the mix.
I'm just sad.
All I want to say is, Battle standby.
Yeah. You know what? I am excited for next week's episode.
I'm not.
Now, let me be clear. I am for his side because apparently, from what I'm being told, he's still going to be an ass. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to be incorporated. But
you're telling me they copied and pasted his ass.
I mean, like, is he supposed to suddenly be a Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky guy with smiles on his face?
No, not that. I'm saying, like, he didn't beat Brendan. He's wearing the same funky-ass clothes that he wore. He caught a few new Pokemon, and that's it. He's here because, by the way, Summary's the laziest shit I've ever heard in my life. He's just here. I'm just here. Let's have a 6v6 battle. Be fucking cuz. God,
he has a crush on Ash.
He hid in the bush waiting for Ash in that one spot. Like, how did he know he was gonna be there?
This shit was written by a fucking child.
No, but sincerely, I think the Summary did a terrible job. You wish it was a 6v6, Tyrone. It's a 3v3.
Oh my god. They can't even.
It's one episode, buddy. You expect that? Well, actually, no, they did that before, didn't they?
I'm not being serious at all. I'm just happy to see him.
I know.
Let it be clear. I think we're happy just for the Paul thing.
This is the shitty bandage. This is the shitty bandage that everybody uses for this damn show. I was just happy to see this character again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, do you want us to just be mad all the time, Tyrone? Is that what you wanted from us? You want us to be?
No, I don't want.
Exactly. Let's enjoy the simple things, damn it.
Fucking realistic.
No, we're realistic. We're being realistic. Want to know how
my
realistic
soul
we're being?
has been ripped from my.
We're
My
being
heart has been
realistic by
ripped from my body after Butch Cassidy. I have nothing left to lose.
Polly, was it good to fucking see them again? Remember that shit?
No, she was just saying that right now.
That's why I said there's nothing left to lose.
They've ruined it for her already. At this point, might as well just continue crumbling the little bits that she has left.
Last chance. What does he think he's doing?
Nah, but I'm really genuinely interested to see his side of the narrative, just to see, because apparently he's going to be helping out Ash in this upcoming PWC in some way, shape, or form. So, to what extent that is going to be, I have no idea.
He's gonna 3v3 him, and then when Ash wins, it's just gonna be over, and he's gonna walk away in the sunset. It's gonna be awkward as fuck for everybody, just like with the Greninja shit.
You know, it's kind of funny now he's mentioning that, and I'm thinking to myself, how are they going to bring Greninja back? Which then begs the question, why they remove Ash Greninja from that screenshot in the flashback to begin with?
Show us garbage, that's why.
Oh, well. I'll save my thoughts on that until after the PWC is done then. But yeah, so with that being said, Taryn, what do you say we go wrap things up? Because we have a little bit of time left. So let's quickly go over this. Tomorrow, Minecraft?
Is that what we're doing? We're not gonna touch that Sonic stuff?
Well, no, that's for the tripod.
No, I meant the Sonic Speed Simulator.
Yeah, I think it was still too soon with the other one. I don't want to go back to it again for a while. Unless you want to do it, you can go ahead and do it.
Wouldn't that be true for the Minecraft too? Okay, sure, let's do the Minecraft.
No, trust me, the community's been loving it. They're currently playing it right now as well. The server's really popping in the Minecraft channel, buddy. No, trust me.
You want to play Minecraft more for the community thing. That's why. Okay.
No, but like I'm just speaking in general. It's just kind of fun playing that game again. It really is. Yeah. Just the creative side of things. You know?
We can do the Minecraft.
All right. Yeah, you'll see for yourself, buddy, tomorrow. Yeah. What else am I missing? Wednesday. Community game night. Let's find out the results. So on the Discord server, we had a poll once again to decide what game we're going to be playing on Wednesday. And we have the results now after tonight's session. So we had 3 games of choice. Since we did Switch last week, we're going PC this week. 3 games are here. Drawful, Gartic Phone, and Among Us. So according to this, we got 11 votes for Drawful, 17 votes for Gartic Phone, and let me count all these real quick. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 4 is 18, plus 5 is 23, 27. We got 30 votes for Among Us, but that's only because it was spread out through the form of these emoji gifs that have nothing to do with any of this whatsoever. But no, we're going to be playing Gartic Phone, I believe, then. So Wednesday is going to be community game night with Gartic Phone.
Gartic Phone?
Yeah, remember the one we played?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that
exactly.
game. Yeah.
Yeah. I know for you, you're probably going to get back to Nier Automata for that one, so... well, you'll probably talk about it on your side, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, but then Thursday is going to be Tripod, Friday Reaction Night, and that's going to be it for the week. Unless I have anything to talk about for Saturday or Sunday, I'll keep you guys up to date on that. But Tyrone, let me pass it on to you, buddy. What you got to say?
Tuesday's Minecraft. Wednesday's going to be a 5-hour Nier Automata stream.
Why 5?
Because I didn't do it today like I said I was going to do.
Fool. But okay, makes sense.
I was physically too tired.
It's Monday, man. I don't blame you.
If I did it, I would have fainted right in front of the fucking screen. But, yeah. Plus, I didn't eat. Yeah, it would have been awful. So, yeah, Nier Automata stream is going to be a 5-hour Nier Automata stream. So, a pretty long stream. Going from about, I want to say, 6 to 11? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we've got... the tripod. Yeah, we'll be doing the tripod with that. And then on Friday, I'm not doing anything, but on Saturday, I'm going to kidnap Polly and do the TG3 roundtable. We discussed Go 2 weeks ago. Or 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry. We discussed Go, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago. We discussed Koharu last week. So yeah, we had to have discussed Go 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we discussed Go. We did a breakdown of Go, which I uploaded on YouTube. Treyman and I did a discussion on Koharu. So we did a character breakdown for Koharu last week. So you can check that out. So this week, I'm kidnapping Polly so that we can do Professor Sakuragi, Kakuna, and Reiji, along with
you
Team
remember
Rocket.
their names. I wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, and Team Rocket. We're doing all 6 of them at once.
Okay.
Because the reason I'm doing all 6 is because the show hasn't given me enough.
Enough what? Rockets to go with?
Yep.
Yeah, the show's surprisingly low on Team Rocket. I'm gonna be honest.
Even Sun and Moon is surprised by that.
Yeah,
Sun and Moon
that's
had little.
like how many episodes?
Yeah, I noticed
I have no problem with that.
I noticed ever since I want to say about XY-ish, Best Wishes a little bit, the Team Rocket's been taking a little bit of a back seat for a bit, actually.
Each
Diamond
series
Pearl,
has progressively got worse.
Yeah, and Diamond Pearl, they used them fucking everything.
He wasn't.
Damn.
I think they straight up said they were in every episode.
Yeah, god damn it. Yeah, for no
of journeys.
Yeah, sometimes they were there when they just didn't need to be. And I hate it. I fucking hate it when they did that whole dig underground of the gym. If we're gonna pop up and catch Pikachu out fighting. I hated that. Hated that shit.
Yeah.
And then it always goes left because they find like a Pokemon underground that fucks them over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then.
But yeah, so I'm gonna kidnap Polly and we're gonna discuss Team Rocket and Sakuragi's gang, which I know the perfect picture I'm gonna use for that. It's when Sakuragi has the Team Rocket outfit.
Good,
that actually is kind of appropriate.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry Polly, but you've been kidnapped.
I like Professor Sakura.
I know, that's why I kidnapped you. Add that in the Team Rocket, obviously.
And Kikuna.
Alright.
Yeah.
And Renji.
Yeah.
Yeah. I invited Trey because he was on the PokePod that same week, so.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. So
He
yeah.
did a wonderful job.
I'm gonna start bringing more guests to these things.
Cool.
But yeah, that's. Oh, and then Sunday is Final Fantasy X, where we get revenge on fucking Unileska, the cheating bitch.
I am so confused right now. I think I'm.
Unileska has a spell known as Mega Death that kills everybody in the party at once. It's an I don't have enough skill to beat you normally, so I gotta nuke everything on screen situation, like Professor Maruki.
I think I'm starting to like pass out because I'm seeing shit that I think I shouldn't be seeing at 12:30 at the night. I'm seeing a Crustle with his butt cheeks up exposed.
What?
Yeah, through the form of an art piece in his Crustle, and I'm like, I don't need any more Crusty in my life. Thank you very much.
What's those cracks?
Yeah, literally, the crack is in the shape of an ass, bro. I think I'm starting to pass out now. I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
So everybody, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful time listening to our rambles. Also, this Emmy cursed thing here was just a spot to make sure Emmy's not, not being missed or something. But thanks everybody here in the call, to Polly, to Emmy, to Tyrone. You guys have been amazing. Let's hope, fingers crossed, tomorrow we get some information about some upcoming events from the Nintendo company or anything else. And we'll continue to chat more then. But until then, everybody, I wish you all a wonderful week. Tune in next week for the next pod, where we're going to probably go in more depth details in regards to the presentations by Capcom and by Sonic Central. So hope you guys look forward to that. The tripod's going to be wonderful this week as well in regards to that too. And mini games all around. So please, everybody, stay safe. Keep your hands and body clean at all times.
Wash your fucking hands is what he just said.
Yeah, pretty much the extended version. So night. Good night, everybody. We hope you have a lovely day. Take care, and we'll speak with you guys then. Peace. Oh, I think that's what Terrell says.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Eat a fucking dick.
He would say that for this episode, honestly.
Life's a game, play to win, eat a fucking dick. Peace out.
You know, if he was still in the chat right now and he was like almost about to pass out and he heard it, he's like, what the fuck? I think I just heard someone say my shit. Alright, but sincerely, everyone, have a good night now. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.